all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
I wanted to get back on the basketball court.
I want to get back to the ref I used to be.
I want to get back to gardening.
I want to get back to playing with my band.
Only one team is qualified to get patients back to living their lives. Bluegrass Orthopedics has physician experts to assist in your recovery, whether it's an injury or chronic condition. Bluegrass Orthopedics provides convenient, specialized, and comprehensive care for your unique life.
I work really hard, but I don't make a whole lot of money. And now, my hours are being cut back at work. I've gotten so far behind on my bills, I feel like I'll never get caught up.
We're Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode.
We're not going to judge you.
We've come up with a way to get you started for less.
Start your bankruptcy for as little as $78 now. The consultation is free.
859-CALL-US.
In Lexington and now in London.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Joseph K. Ford Stadium on the campus of Lexington Catholic as the Knights start out the 3A Commonwealth Gridiron Bowl playoffs, taking on Pike County Central, the Hawks. And Coach, Pike County Central comes in. You think that obviously Catholic has the edge. Lexington Catholic with that high-powered offense, led by Bo Allen, the great quarterback. And Pike County Central, I'll tell you what, they come in with Tyler Hunnett, quarterback, and he's a pretty good-looking specimen out there.
He is. Watched him on film a lot. There's a really neat videos of he and some other players on the team. Really quick, good feet, so on. I'm going to really watch him tonight and maybe do a little comparison between him and Bo Allen just to see what kind of the differences between the two styles.
And Lexington Catholic tonight will also, of course, with those great receivers, they've got a ton of them, and Nathan Schnurr, Tommy. Now, we got to talk about the tailgating going up here. We had a tailgate dinner with some of the parents up here, Coach, and they do it right here at Lexington Catholic.
They do. We had a little invitation, and we got here early.
We don't go unless we're invited.
We don't crash the party.
We don't crash the party.
But we were very welcome down there. Very complimentary, by the way, to PrepSpin. Not just us, but the whole program.
Right.
And the way the films are done and the way the whole videos and the whole bit. But I saw you hit that brat pretty hard there.
That brat was good, and I had a hamburger. It was good stuff over there. And we thank Mr. Holdhouse and Mr. Schnurr, Rumpkin, all those folks over there for inviting us to the tailgate. Give them some love, Coach.
Yeah,
and,
yes.
And we got some tumblers here tonight. Tonight's Mingua Beef Jerky High School Football Game of the Week. It's brought to you by UPS Kentucky. The Loop Replay is a sponsor of our replay. Bob Roberts Insurance coming up. The Roberts Insurance halftime report, Coach.
Yes, we've got two good UFOs tonight. And you know what we're going to talk about when you do a rule? The one that frustrates me more than anything when I was coaching. The inadvertent whistle.
Inadvertent whistle. I hate when that happens.
Sir. Oh, I hate when that happens.
And Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week, Lexington Diagnostic, Open MRI, Bluegrass Orthopedics, Rafferty's Restaurants with a special as you, Double Dogs, Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky, the Kentucky Scoreboard. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Rick Shaw told me they had that last night because of Kentucky basketball tonight, so they had the scoreboard show on Thursday night, I believe.
I didn't know. I would have listened to it.
So it was on. Normally that's on Friday nights on 6:30 WLAP with Rick Shaw, Don Atkins, the Kentucky Scoreboard Show, Crown Trophy, and the Scholastic Ball Report. And that is going to be this Sunday at noon. Boy, we got a great show for you. We got the 20-time state champion Lafayette marching band on with us, and we've got the great soccer team from Dunbar who won the regional championship, and we've got a great feature on that young man over at Bryan Station, Jalen Burbridge, that you know so well.
Oh, yeah, I know the whole family, actually going way back to Randall. I mean, he's the oldest. They had Randall and Steve and Cornell and, just all the kids.
All those Burbridges. Well, we got a feature on Jalen Burbridge, a quarterback at Bryan Station, all the highlights from the games, all that coming up on Sunday at noon on the Scholastic Ball Report. And I know William's upset because his West Jessamine Lady Colts fell in defeat in the girls' state soccer championship. They were two-time. We already set it up. We're going to have them back on the show next week, William. It was going to be 3-time, but they fell a little bit short, but they did get to the Final Four. Yeah, 3 times to the Final Four.
But you know what he does have on video? He's got the video of a soccer player kicking the ball from midfield.
Yes.
Through the goal for a goal.
Yeah, from midfield. That's unbelievable.
That's got to be an ESPN.
Kid's last name is Holmes. A kid named Holmes kicked it from midfield. So we are at Lexington Catholic tonight. For all you folks watching on PrepSpin out there, thanks for watching. I'm Gary Ball with Coach Mike Meighan. William Warfield is the king of stream. He's alongside, as always, here on PrepSpin. And we'll have Lexington Catholic and Pike County Central. And, Coach, I'm looking at Pike County Central. Tyler Hunt has thrown for 700 yards, 11 touchdowns. He's also rushed for over 500 yards and 6 touchdowns. So that young man's accounted for 17 touchdowns for Pike County Central.
Yeah, he has, and I think he's going to try to run the ball tonight. One of the things that has hurt Lexington Catholic this year is quarterbacks that can scramble.
And Lexington Catholic, of course, Bo Allen is the mainstay, the quarterback. I was looking at some of his stats, Coach, and he's thrown 31 touchdowns this year. He threw 33 last year as a sophomore. He threw 14 as a freshman, so the young man's already got like 80 touchdown passes.
Yeah, he's amazing. Like I said, we're going to do a little comparison, not to compare who's good and who's not, but just their styles.
Well, we'll step out here on the Mingua Beef Jerky High School football game of the week. It's Lexington Catholic and Pike County Central. We'll be back with the starting lineups and the kickoff here on the Mingua Beef Jerky High School game of the week.
I'm on a fixed income. Credit cards help me balance the money that's coming in and what I need to live on. I've thought about bankruptcy, but how am I supposed to pay for it?
Sometimes the people that need help the most are the very people who can least afford it.
We've come up with a way to get you started for less.
Start your bankruptcy for as little as $78 now. The consultation is free. In Lexington and now in London.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve. Over 30,000 Kentuckians are saving time and money by doing their banking online with Whitaker Electronic Banking.
341,000 transactions were made on the go last year using the Whitaker Bank mobile app.
Over 340,000 text alerts were sent last year with Whitaker Bank text banking.
We share your passion, Kentucky. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
Some things never change. Like the sound of pads crushing against the equipment, the feel of cleats on fresh-cut grass, or the deep rest from a full practice. Another thing that never changes, the feeling of relief when the whistle blows for break. And the savory snack to go along with it. This is a moment to remember. This is a Mingua moment.
Welcome back here to Joseph K. Ford Stadium on the campus of Lexington Catholic. It's the Commonwealth Gridiron Bowl AAA playoffs. Lexington Catholic is hosting Pike County Central. Gary Ball with Mike Meighan and William Warfield. Let's take a look at the Pike County Central Hawks. They come in with a record of 3-7. Zach Brooks will be the center. He's a 5'10", 220-pound freshman. And, Coach, that's one thing we're going to notice about this Pike County Central team when we give their lineup. A lot of youth on this Pike County Central team.
Yeah, and you talked to the head football coach. By the way, a really nice guy.
Yeah,
really nice
really
guy.
good guy.
And he's really talking about rebuilding this program.
Yeah, Coach Ratliff said, you know, when we took over the program, we knew we were in a rebuilding year, and that's exactly what they've been in. But he thinks that the future looks bright. On the right side, you got Tanner Hunt. He's one of the three Hunts that will start tonight, 5'10", 210-pound junior. Sean May is the right tackle, 6', 240 freshman, another freshman, Coach. Nate Roberts is the big guy on the left side, 5'10", 240 pounds, and a junior. And we're going to hear that name a lot tonight because he makes a lot of tackles on the defensive side.
Makes a whole lot of tackles on the defensive side.
A.J. Anthony's the other tackle, 5'11", 240-pound sophomore. Aaron Sloan is the tight end, 6'1", 200-pound sophomore. And the backfield will look like this. Austin Morrow will be the wide out, 5'10" senior. Jacob Young will be the wing back. The tailback will be Isaac Thacker. Isaiah Hess will probably get to start. Thacker's a little banged up. Isaac Hunt is the fullback, 5'11", 170-pound junior. And Tyler Hunt. Coach, your thoughts about Tyler Hunt? We've been talking about him. He's a good-looking quarterback for Pike County Central.
He is. I watched some films on him, and he's really quick, good feet, real quick, runs the ball really well, but he can throw the ball too. Now, I don't know. I haven't seen him throw a deep ball yet, but his short passes look pretty strong.
And so Lexington Catholic, of course, they will counter with, at the tackle spot, Sammy Vaughn. You'll have Joseph Osborne. Mark Rumpke will be the center. Quentin Duffy, the freshman, will be at a guard spot along with John Henry Lynch. 6'5", 270. Lynch will start on the offensive line. The wideouts will look like this. Nathan Schnurr is a Z receiver. Boy, 52 catches coming in, Coach, and 8 touchdowns for Schnurr.
You know what I feel about him. He's like the Bouvier, or whatever he wants to be called, of the past. This kid catches the football anywhere, and he's not afraid. He's not afraid at all to run.
Luke Powell is a 5'9", 145-pound senior. 31 catches coming in. Jackson Corbett, 27 catches, a sophomore. You got probably John Woodall will get some action tonight as well. Trenton Neuer, 19 catches, 4 touchdowns. In the backfield to be Keith Brinkman. And on the other wideout, I tell you what, all of these receivers for Catholic can catch a ball. Tommy Knopp, 35 catches, 560 yards, 5 touchdowns. Is there not a receiver on this team that hasn't caught a touchdown?
No. We talked to the crew the radio station last week in the Catholic game, and it was basically, we told them, you better have a lot of defensive backs because then son of a guns, there's 6, 7 guys that can catch the football.
And the toss, Catholic deferred to the second half, so Pike County Central will receive the football to start the football game here in the playoffs. And for the defense for Lexington Catholic, Sammy Vaughn will be up front, along with Justin Tackett, A.J. King, and Mark Rumpke will play up there. It'll be Chandler Cotto, Clay Callahan, Brennan Emnett, 6'2", 210. He leads the team in tackles, Coach.
He's everywhere. He's all over the field. Pretty amazing.
John Martin Sims, a sophomore linebacker, and we'll see a lot of Philip Arumba. In the secondary, Nathan Schnurr, Henry Holthouse, Jackson Klein, Luke Powell, and will be back there as well in the secondary for Lexington Catholic. Those are the lineups that we have here tonight. Here come the Lexington Catholic Knights out of their tunnel, and they're ready for action tonight, Coach, because you know what this means. It's playoff time here in Kentucky, and win or go home.
Win or go home, and they know it. Everybody knows it all across the state. And every playoff, it'll all be cut in half after tonight, and it's just a really fun time of the year.
In town, we've got Douglas High School is playing PRP over at Douglas. Tate's Creek's on the road. They are playing Ryle High School. And you look at Henry Clay, they're at home against Boone County tonight, Coach.
Yeah, that's your old school, and their program's picking up a little bit. I mean, they're starting to do a little better.
They won a couple of games this year. They beat Dixie Heights, a 5A team, so they beat Dixie. And so Boone County with 2 wins. They play Henry Clay without their DJ Van Horn, their starting quarterback. So that could be interesting.
Yeah, that hurt them at the end of the year, really, getting him hurt. Quarterback was a standout quarterback against Scott County especially.
And dropping back deep for Pike County Central, you got back there is Jacob Young to the near side, and Seth Ferguson is the deep man at the 5-yard line. Set to receive this kick here coming from Lexington Catholic, and the Knights are just about set to go, and we're just about set for football. And Woody is into it, and here's the kick, and it's going to be an onside kick, and Catholic does recover the ball, and they come up with it at the 40, well, the officials at the 49-yard line.
Well, then it didn't go 10 yards.
Yeah, so that's the call. And let's see what he's going to give it to the Knights.
Unless he jumped and his momentum took him back. Unless the ball, it must have hit past the 50.
Yeah, so that's what they're saying, Coach. It's going to be Catholic ball at the 49. So we got to reverse that and give you we gave you the Catholic offense. We'll give you the defense for the Pike County Central football team. They're in the white with the orange. Kind of look like Clemson, don't they, Coach?
They look like Clemson, but they're giving the ball. They're going to give the ball to
Pike County.
Yeah. That'd be a good one, William. I don't know if any time you could see that again, just to let us know, did that ball go 10 yards? It did not go 10 yards, yeah.
So it will be Pike County Central ball. Catholic had their offense out there lined up ready to go.
Now, these officials are from the 12th region, Gary.
Yeah.
And in a minute we'll give you their names, but they're from the Cumberland region.
So the officials in tonight's game.
All right, here we go.
Whistle blows before they get to play off, and the quarterback that time looked like he was going to give the ball to number 11. That's going to be Hess.
Offsides defense. Offsides defense. This is an opportunity now, Pike County Central.
Yeah, they got it at the 44, 1st and 5. And the quarterback is Tyler Hunt. We gave you his dimensions. Here's Hess with the ball. Hess down to the 40-yard line and down to the 38. First down on a good effort by Hess.
Yeah, they're quick. I mean, that's what we mentioned before the game. You and I were talking about it actually off the air, that they're going to try to run the football against Catholic and take as much time of that clock off as you can, because as long as they're on offense,
that's right.
Bo Nose is going to be on the bench,
on the sidelines.
Yeah.
So Isaiah Hess, a 5'9" senior, 482 yards coming in on 82 carries. He got the first down there for Pike County Central. Tyler Hunt,
tight slot
out of the shotgun. Hess behind him. Motion by Young. And there's a give to Hess again. Hit in the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard as he was hit. Coming up to get him was Clay Callahan. And Tackett helped out as well, Coach.
Yeah, Tackett and Callahan. Callahan is really good at coming up to making those tackles near the line of scrimmage.
Second down and about 9 for Pike County Central. Football at the 42-yard line of Lexington Catholic.
Yeah, Catholic's using that 4. Look at that. Let's see if they change it to a 3 front.
Sparse crowd here tonight in the rain.
4-3.
And out to the near side is Morrow. And there's a give to Hess, and he has got a seam, and he's all the way down to the 28-yard line. He got the first down.
Pulled the backside guard, led right up through the whole little power play, and that's what they're going to depend on. They're going to depend on running the powers off tackle, maybe trying to bounce outside periodically.
So first down and 10. And the football at the 37-yard line. Another good run there, Coach.
Another good run with a good hole. Excellent job by the offensive line, especially the pulling guard.
Tyler Hunt gets the play from his sideline. His younger sibling, Isaiah Hunt, is a slot to the right. And that's going to be Hess again. Hess down to the 35. Well, it's been a heavy dose of Hess.
Yeah, very aggressive blocking scheme right now by Pike County Central. They're really attacking the legs and the hips of the defensive line and linebackers.
And they get it at the 25-yard line. It'll be second down and a long 7, if you will, at the 25. Boy, it'd be huge for the Hawks to score first, wouldn't it, Coach?
It'd be immense. I mean, to give them the confidence. They came a long way to play here.
Yep. And wide out to Austin Morrow, splits out to the right side, and he's out there with Isaiah Hunt. And Hunt gives inside, and Hess is going to be knocked backwards again.
Yeah, that's a good job of defense there.
Takes it to about the 23-yard line. It'll be third down and a long 5 with 9 minutes and 27 seconds to go in the first quarter here on PrepSpin, the high school playoffs. Pike County Central, Lexington Catholic, third down.
It looks like that Pike County Central may be running to formation a lot. We're going to keep an eye on that. Lexington Catholic, they can slant toward the formation if they pick up that tendency, but we'll see. I may be wrong. We're going to check it out.
Morrow is to the near side, double tights.
Oh, he moved.
And movement.
You got a wide out. There's one wide out. He's out there all by himself. You know they're not going to throw the football, so you don't have to release off the line of scrimmage that fast, and yet he still jumps off sides. That bothers me a lot.
So that's going to be third down and 11 now. And approaching 9 minutes to go in the first period here in Pike County Central with their opening drive, but they're faced with a big third and long.
Third and long. Now, we haven't seen what they do. Now, I watched a couple films. They ran that little out pattern with the running back out of the backfield. It worked pretty well, a little flood pattern to the right side.
Little pass over the right side. Morrow drops it. He had the ball.
What did he do, Gary? What did he do?
He tried to run upfield before he had the football.
Yeah, the football comes first.
Yeah.
In any level of football, all the way elementary school to pros, you get the ball, you secure the ball, then you turn upfield.
So Lexington Catholic tried an onside kick to start this game, but it didn't go 10 yards, Coach, and they had their offense out on the field.
They had their offense, but the offense had to leave the field.
They come back, and
yep.
Pike County Central has driven it down. They drove it down to the 23. Now with the penalty, it's 4th and 11 at the 28.5-yard line. 8:41 to go. First period, no score. Opening drive of the game. Back to pass. Hunt throws it, and it's going to be incomplete as he was trying to go to Isaiah Hunt down at the 5-yard line. Incomplete, so Catholic will take over on downs.
Yeah, that was all right. That was a good chance. The thing that hurt Pike County, the Hawks, was the offside penalty, the motion penalty. And again, if you're going to play against a Lexington Catholic team, a 1 seed and you're a 4 seed, you've got to play a clean game, Gary Ball, you can't make mistakes.
And Catholic's got the dark uniforms on tonight, so a little bit harder to see the numbers here tonight. But we know they got Bo Allen in the backfield, and Brinkman is slot is going to be his running back. Twins to both sides. And he's at the 28. High snap. And here's a give on the round and looking for a blocker out in front at the 40 and to the 50. And that's going to be Powell to the 45, and Powell and Luke Powell, they're going to mark him out at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, stepped out of bounds right there about the 46-yard line. Nice run, little trickery going on here, little reverse action. Looked pretty good. Pike County Central didn't secure the edge on this side, and that was a problem.
Up front, you got Logan Sanders, also Tanner Hunt, Dakota McKinney will check the linebackers in the secondary after this first down play from the 46. Here's a fake now, looking out, and it's thrown to Powell again to the 40, upended at the 40-yard line, and upended over there, and that was Austin Morrow who got him over on the far side after a pickup of 6.
Yeah, that was an RPO. They had a run-pass option. They had a run call, but the pass looked like it was there, so Bo Allen pulled the trigger on the throw.
Bo Allen, 29-70, and he's going to go over 3,000 yards tonight. Back to pass, throwing it downfield. He's got a wide-open receiver, and he's going to catch it. Touchdown.
That's that seam route that they run so well. You know, if you study, who was that, Snur?
That was number 4. That is Dylan Bracken.
Dylan Bracken.
Another receiver gets in on the action.
Yeah, they run that seam so well. What happens, Bracken, he gets head up on the defensive back. He stems the defensive back and then runs right by him. Really nice job.
Didn't take Catholic long to score, did it?
No, nice throw, nice catch.
That was a great throw by Bo Allen. Dylan Bracken with the touchdown catch.
Fake 2-point conversion, and boom.
And it's good in the back of the end zone. And let's see, we'll get the glasses on the young
kicker
man.
Through that.
That is Brennan Emnett. That's Brennan Emnett, number 8, the great linebacker with the 2-point conversion. So it's 8-0 Catholic. 7:43 to go in the first period. Lexington Catholic on top of Pike County Central here on the Mingua Beef Jerky Game of the Week.
Work really hard, but I'm struggling to pay my bills on time. I've gotten pretty far behind, and I don't know what to do.
Is this happening to you? We're Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode. Bankruptcy could be your best solution.
We're here to give you a fresh financial start.
Start your bankruptcy for as little as $78 now. The consultation is free. In Lexington and now in London.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
Whitaker Bank supports 496 Kentucky schools.
Young and Seth Ferguson back deep for this kick from Woody. 7:43 in the first, and Catholic jumps out on a Bo Allen to Bracken touchdown, 8-0.
Yeah, it just proves the point that you can't make mistakes against this Catholic team.
And it's going to go back in the end zone, be a touchback, and that was a heads-up play there. But Young, he was making that ball, was going to go in the end zone, because if it had not, that'd been a free ball, Coach.
I know. It'd been all those free kicks, including a kick on the safety, a kick. That happened to the Steelers last week and frustrated me to death. Let the ball roll on a free kick.
How are your Steelers doing this year, Coach?
They're doing real well. They're fine. They're back in the groove. They're all right.
How the Bengals doing?
The Bengals are not bad. They're not bad at all. They just lose games because they mess up at the end.
So Morrow splits out to the near side, and Tyler Hunt, your quarterback. Hunt at the 20-yard line. He gives to Hess, knocked backwards, and that doesn't fool anybody. After you go to it 4 or 5 times, I mean, they're going to spell it out.
Yeah, and Lexington Catholic basically filled the gaps that time, and they established the line of scrimmage beyond the normal line of scrimmage. They pushed the offensive line backwards on that play.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10. No gain on that play. 7 minutes, 19 seconds to go in the first quarter. And Pike County Central trailing Lexington Catholic 8-0. Dylan Bracken, of all people, hauled that touchdown pass in. So everybody's getting in on the act for Lexington Catholic. Quarterback Hunt is going to keep it. Roll to the right and be tackled at the 23-yard line.
Little option, Gary. Little belly option that time. And pitchman might have been there, but he decided to keep it. You know, I don't blame him. He's trying to establish some sort of rhythm with this offense.
And you know, he made that tackle. Dylan Bracken, the young man, made the touchdown catch.
It's going to be his night.
It's going to be his night, I think. 3rd down and 7 for Pike County Central, possibly a passing down here. And they have split Austin Morrow. He's a leading receiver, 392 yards and 5 touchdowns. Split out, and quarterback is going to give it around the left side and up to the 43-yard line. What a play there. And let's see who had the ball, and the ball carrier was Seth Ferguson.
Yeah, Ferguson really has some good speed, and like I told you, this team, this Pike County Central team, they're not a bad football team. They're young, but they're quick.
Really young football team. As we said, they have 2 freshmen on their offensive line. Quarterback is a junior. 1st and 10 for Pike County Central at the 43-yard line as we're halfway through this first quarter. Austin Marl splits out to the near side, and the direct snap to Hess, right side, midfield. Hess is a foot chase, and he's going to be finally pulled out at the inside the 40-yard line. And Henry Holthouse hustled over there, pushed him out of bounds, saved the touchdown.
Yeah, Henry Holthouse saved it. You're right. Used the sideline as that 12th defender and pushed him out of bounds right there. Again, their running game is not bad. They can't make mistakes, and they're going to have to play a clean game to stay in this game.
So coming up at halftime, our Bob Roberts Insurance Halftime Report with Coach Mike Meighan. He'll have his UFOs and also You Make the Call, something we've added this year. And Pike County Central, they give to Hess again, and Hess down to the 36-yard line, pickup of about 2. I tell you what, they're really running this Hess kid a lot. That's about his 5th or 6th carry.
Yeah, and he's doing a good job of turning upfield. Lexington Catholic has got to seal off those off-tackle holes. What's happening is that they're pulling that backside guard a lot of times, and that guard is getting to that linebacker and just kind of screening the linebacker off. You don't need the blocking, just screening.
2nd down and about 7 for Pike County Central at the 36 of Lexington Catholic. 8-0, Knights on top. 5 minutes, 10 seconds in the first period. Quarterback is going to keep it. Roll to the right, cut it back inside, and he's down to the 23-yard line. That's a good run there by Tyler Hunt.
Really good run by Tyler Hunt. Nice turn upfield. Turned his shoulders and got up
He put the ball in the running back's belly, pulled it back out, and, man, he was off to the races after that.
Yeah, they've got a good offensive scheme going against Catholic. Catholic better settle down and fill those gaps.
22-yard line. Tyler Hunt, good run that time. So he picked up about 15 yards and the first down to the 22 for the Hawks of Pike County Central. Hunt gets it back inside and running down Hess, and Hess takes it down to about the 13-yard line, pickup of 8 yards.
Hess is doing a number on him, buddy. I'll tell you what, he's really turning upfield, getting the yardage. Let's see if Catholic adjusts that defense a little bit. Now get down here close. They have a tendency to squeeze now. They'll squeeze the defense down, bring those edge players across the line of scrimmage and in tougher.
So the football is at the 13. It's 2nd down and about a yard to go for Tyler Hunt. He has Hess in the backfield. Isaiah Hunt is a slot to the right side. And it's going to be Hunt down inside, and he's close to the first down marker. He may have it with that good effort by the quarterback, Tyler Hunt.
Tyler Hunt turned it up again. Again, they pulled the backside guard, number 69. Is that the left guard?
Yeah, that's Roberts. That's an 8.
Yeah.
He's a young man that's the great linebacker, too, 114 tackles.
Well, he's doing some damage. He's turning upfield and getting to that second level.
He's 250 pounds, Coach. He's a good-sized young man.
He's very quick for 250 pounds. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm impressed with that kid.
3:35 to go in the first quarter of action. And it's 1st and 10 for Pike County Central. This time it'll be Tyler Hunt with Isaiah Hunt to his left. Slot man to the right side. And gets it back inside, running with it down to the 6-yard line. And Holthouse got him. And the ball carrier that time was trying to get a beat on him. That is Hess.
Yeah, it was Hess again. Holthouse, thank goodness Holthouse was there because he bounced off that original tackler, spun to the outside, and Holthouse was there to make the tackle.
I tell you, they're doing a good job of faking the ball inside, kind of like the way Highlands used to do in the day.
Yes.
You never knew who had the ball, did you, Coach?
No, them and Scott County, too, when they had Clay McKee.
So Tyler Hunt is in the backfield. Isaiah's a right wing. And the snap looking to pass. He's got a receiver. Touchdown to Hunt. Tyler to his to younger Isaiah Hunt.
That was nice. That's what I was talking about. I mentioned before about that back out of the backfield, that little floater to the outside. That's what they ran. They ran it at a perfect time. The linebacker has to pick that guy up as he comes out.
And I think they've got some kicking issues at Pike County Central because I believe they're going for 2 on almost every play tonight because of their kicker. I think he's a soccer player. Maybe he wasn't able to make the trip or something.
Probably was playing somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly, because the soccer state championships are going on. Pike County Central's not in it, are they?
That guy's a club pro, though.
Yeah. And they're going for 2. And, of course, Tyler Hunt keeping it himself, cuts it back inside, and they stopped just at the goal line. What a great play. Who made that play defensively, Coach? Can we get a beat on that young man who made that play? Here's the replay.
We're going to look at the replay here and see if we can get it.
So he made that play for Catholic down there. That was a good stop right at the goal line. Was it Vaughn? Sammy? 56 is Tackett. Justin Tackett making that play.
He's made some big plays already tonight.
So this is the Mingua Beef Jerky High School Game of the Week. Lexington Catholic 8 and the Hawks of Pike County Central 6. We'll be back after this timeout.
We'll just keep it here.
Okay, we'll keep it right here. And, Coach, we'll tell you that coming up at halftime, you'll have your UFOs, and I know you feel good about them.
I do. I've gotten a lot of compliments, or we have, not me, but we have, PrepSpin on doing these little extra features too, because I don't think anybody else does that kind of stuff, and that's because we love football.
That's right, high school football. It's our passion. Of course, continues through next week. We'll have a second-round playoff game. If Catholic should win this one, they would probably play Belfry next week at Belfry.
Right, and that'd be one heck of a game.
That could be a heck of a ball game. Here's the on-short kick. And it's taken by Lex Catholic to the 40 and up near midfield and to the 45-yard line.
That's a
and
nice
that was Schnurr on the return.
Schnurr's not going to be afraid. He's going to pick that ball up. He's going to try to run over people.
So Catholic leads 2 minutes, 24 seconds here in the first quarter. They lead 8-6 over Pike County Central Hawks, coached by, of course, Ratliff. Eric Ratliff, the first-year coach here, and he's doing a good job, Coach.
He's doing a really good job. So proud of guys that take over programs like that. And he knows what he has to do.
Bo Allen, first down in Pike County territory. Gives inside to Brinkman. He's hit and dropped. And who's in there? Who else? Hunt. Isaac Hunt. And big Dakota McKinney, 65, was in there as well.
And those guys penetrate really well to get to make the tackle.
Williams got an advantage. He's got that camera right up on these guys. He sees all these numbers, so he's a good spotter over there for us.
And I admit it's difficult to read the numbers for Catholic.
It is. Second down, no gain, and Bo Allen gives it around the left side. Brinkman, he's off and running. He's to the 30. It's a foot race pushed out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
See, that's good. They need to establish that run. We know they can throw the football. And if they can get that running game going, and I like the way he attacked the corner to get outside that time.
He picked up 20 yards on that, Coach.
Yeah, that's good. See, that gives him confidence, too. Brinkman is their running game right now.
So Brinkman with the nice run. They've got twins out to the bottom. Schnurr's split out there with Powell. Slot to the left. High snap. Bo Allen fires it over now on the far side at the 20. That's a screen, and it's going to be run out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Trenton Neuer, the catch. Hard to see the numbers, folks. I apologize, but when they're on the other side of the field, you can't hardly see them. Trenton Neuer is the young man that hauled that one in.
That's grip and rip, I call that. The quarterback doesn't even find the seams on the football. He just gets the ball and fires it. It's just a quick screen or just a quick flare.
First and goal.
Hitch pattern, excuse me.
At the 10-yard line, Bo Allen.
High snap.
And he's going to keep it himself, roll to the left. And Bo Allen, he's going to be run out of bounds at about the 4-yard line.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting to get him running in this. I know he needs it's always good to get the quarterback hot, get his body hot, get him sweating a little bit.
Yeah, Jacob Young helped out on that play.
It just gets me sweating when he runs the football. That's a problem.
So this time Tommy Knopp will come in. He'll split out to the near side with Schnurr. And it'll be Trenton Neuer and Luke Powell. They'll split out to the far side. And in the backfield is Ryan Nichols, Fake to him, Bo Allen rolling to the right. Bo Allen throws, and it's going to be caught. Touchdown in the back of the end zone, hauled in by Powell.
That is one of the quickest, best throws that I've seen from him. He saw that they had like a levels pattern. I guess they had two guys coming across toward the back of the end zone. He threw that ball a little bit behind him, but he zipped that ball.
And Luke Powell made a nice catch.
Yeah, a little bobbled, but he hung on to it. Nice job.
14-6. Catholic on top now by 8. And they'll go, Powell will hold for Woody, an outstanding kicker. Now they'll shift back over. Now Woody will kick it out of the hole to Powell. Waiting for the snap. Good snap. Kick is up, and it is perfect. 15-6. Lexington Catholic on top of Pike County Central. Minute 25 to go in the first quarter. We'll be back on the Mingua Beef Jerky High School Football Game of the Week.
Over 282,000 students benefit from Whitaker Bank's Kentucky Education Initiatives.
Whitaker Bank has contributed almost $441,000 to education programs for the advancement of Kentucky's youth.
We share your passion, Kentucky.
Love the bank that loves you back.
Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
The future of healthcare seems dark at times, but for patients in Kentucky with diagnostic imaging needs, there's a place with clarity and a compassionate staff. Lexington Diagnostic Center and Open MRI provides quality patient care while saving you hundreds to thousands of dollars as compared to hospital-based centers. Remember, for your medical imaging needs, you have a choice. Lexington Diagnostic Center and Open MRI.
Did you know in addition?
Welcome back. Here's Woody's kick. Young and Ferguson's going to be another onside kick, and it's going to be Catholic Snurr. He's going to bounce on it at the 49. That'll be Catholic football at the 49-yard line.
That one worked really well. That one finally worked well. It did. And Snurr made sure that ball went 10 yards that time.
Sure did.
That was a nice onside kick. It had the right kind of bounces and everything.
Yeah, right kick, right bounce, everything. So Catholic has it at the 49-yard line. Lexington Catholic already up 15-6, minute 23 in the first quarter. Bo Allen with the triple receivers to the near side, and he's back to pass, getting pressure, steps up, throws it, and it's going to be incomplete as he was trying to go over the middle there to look like Bracken.
Yeah, that was a little bit too much pressure inside. He had to get rid of the ball a lot quicker than he wanted to. And, again, one of the better players, defensive players that we've seen all year. I think number 69 for Pike County Central, that's Nate Roberts.
Yep.
Just coming all the way through, blasted right through the hole.
Like you said, he moves well for a big man.
Really well.
And he's through that hole, putting pressure on ball. Here's a deep pass, and it's Bracken again, and he's going to turn around, catch it, and run in for a touchdown.
Yeah, they just can't. They just can't guard all these different receivers. It's going to take a really good defensive team to knock them out of the playoffs. They're going to have to be able to play zone against, so many weapons.
So that was Dylan Bracken again, right, Coach?
Yeah, that was Bracken.
Big night for Bracken. So it's 21-6. And Woody trying to add to that for Lexington Catholic and make it 22-6. And they're waiting to see if there's any non-coverage by Pike County Central. Then they shift everybody in.
Yep, they did. They're going to plan on kicking it. I don't think they're going to try it for two anymore.
So Powell will hold, and Woody's kick is up, and it is just through the uprights. So minute 7 in the first quarter. Lexington Catholic 22, Pike County Central 6 here at Lexington Catholic. Gary Ball, Mike Meighan, William Warfield. We'll be back here on the Mingua Beef Jerky Game of the Week.
Did you know in addition to education assistance, UPS now provides housing for qualified employees through the UPS Kentucky Living Options and Opportunities Path, also known as UPS Kentucky Loop. You can work part-time in Louisville, go to school at Jefferson Community and Technical College, and receive housing for up to 2 years. Earn a degree or learn a trade. It's up to you. Loop benefits are available to those who live outside the Louisville metro area, whether you're just starting college or going back to school. It's time to get in the loop. For more information, visit upsjobs.com. That's upsjobs.com.
I work.
Welcome back. Seth Ferguson back deep along with Jacob Young to receive this Woody kick, and what will he do? He'll get into it this time, and it'll be Jacob Young scoops at the 15. He's up to the 20, and Young up to the 23-yard line. And let's see who tackled him right there for the Knights. And it looks like Callahan. Yeah, first time we called his name tonight, I believe.
Yeah, the best defense against Bo Allen throwing the football is to keep Bo Allen on the sideline.
Yeah,
and that means drive the football. That's what I thought their game plan was, using a little wing T look, drive the football, try to keep him off out of the game. But man, you can't give up onside kicks. That's an automatic 7.
Tyler Hunt. Hess direct snap, and he's up to the 25 and then knocked backwards after a couple-yard pickup. That was Isaiah Hess, the senior running back.
Yeah, one of the few seniors.
Making the stop there for the Knights was Nick Carey, helped out, 58.
Yeah, 5'11", 209 pounds.
Second down and 8 at the 25. Down to 30 seconds to go in the first period here. And let's see what Tyler Hunt has for us. Hunt gives it back inside now and running up to the 30-yard line. That's going to be Seth Ferguson.
Yeah, I think, I wish I had him. Number 5.
Callahan. Clay Callahan making the stop.
I wish I had the instant replay real close, because I think they're running an unbalanced line out there, Gary. I'm going to try to count them this time. See, and they ran away from the unbalanced.
That's going to be the end of the first quarter as they go to the sideline. Third down and about 4 for Pike County Central. When we come back here with the second quarter, Lexington Catholic 22 and Pike County Central 6 here on PrepSpin, the Mingua Beef Jerky Game of the Week.
Really hard, but I'm struggling to pay my bills on time. I've gotten pretty far behind, and I don't know what to do.
Is this happening to you? We're Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode. Bankruptcy could be your best solution.
We're here to give you a fresh financial start.
Start your bankruptcy for as little as $78 now. The consultation is free. In Lexington and now in London.
Tyler Hunt, third down at the, fakes it inside, keeps it up to the 33, and he's going to be short of the first down. Tyler Hunt, the tackle made there by Clay Callahan and company, and Brendan Emnett helped out as well. And that's going to bring up 4th and about a yard to go for Pike County Central as we start the second quarter with Catholic on top, 22-6.
Yeah, I think that's what we used to call Paul Rain's term, a dark formation. It's really not a true unbalance, but they just have an extra lineman.
Wide out to the far side. Here's a snap, and to give up the middle, Hessen, he's got the first down, still on his feet to the 37, still driving. Good effort by Hess to the 36-yard line. First down, Isaiah Hess.
Tough guy, Gary.
Yeah, there were a couple of Catholic players in there on the stop.
They stood him up right away, but he fought for some extra yardage.
I saw big 78 Mark Rumpke in there.
If a team has 4 linemen to one side, then or 4 people to one side of the ball in tight, it's unbalanced. But they have 3, but then they also have a split end on the line of scrimmage, which makes that third person ineligible. But it's not a true unbalanced.
Austin Morrow, who dropped that pass earlier, splits way out to the left for Tyler Hunt. And he gives inside. Hess this time stopped immediately. He's going to lose. And on that play that time, and on the play there, good play by Bracken. Dylan Bracken came in and made the hit. Bracken, a 6-foot, 172-pounder.
Yeah, he did a good job that time of sealing that ball, sealing that hole off there. The Catholic's playing those gaps now, so they're not allowing people to get into their gap. So a little bit better defense right now.
The only touchdown that Pike County Central has was a touchdown pass from Tyler Hunt to Isaac Hunt.
But that was a long drive to get there.
Second down at about 12. Tyler Hunt slots to both sides, and he's going to keep it himself. He's got some running room to the 40, and he's up to the 43-yard line.
Boy, I tell you what, he really gets them. When he runs that little belly keep, he gets a corner. This little wing T look they're running is pretty impressive.
Henry Holthouse made the stop there, and I tell you what, if Holthouse didn't make that play, that kid Hunt might still be running.
Mr. Holthouse was really, really nice to us out there. Invited a PrepSpin crew out there to have some burgers and some food and a little tailgate before the game. We appreciate that very much.
We tailgated with the Catholic folks.
We enjoyed that.
We can do that when it's an away team.
Yeah.
Pike County Central. Third down and a long 3. And they give up the gut, and that's going to be Isaac Hunt, and he's going to be short of the first down. Good stop there by the Knights.
56 on the tackle.
Yeah,
Callahan.
Tackett. Justin Tackett.
We've used his name a lot tonight.
He's a 225-pound senior, 6'2", Justin. 4th and a yard here at the 45. 8 minutes and 53 seconds of first half action remaining with Lexington Catholic leading 22-6. Tyler Hunt.
Low snap
to Hess. He's hit. And he's hit again, knocked backwards, and it's going to be Catholic football.
Don't you think sometimes when you get those low snaps, it takes the timing off a little bit, and the quarterback has to look down to get the ball. He kind of loses track of where the blockers are. But Lexington Catholic was waiting for that the whole time.
Dylan Bracken put a big-time hit on the ball carrier Hess.
That's good. Now, that gives them an opportunity. I would not be surprised if they didn't throw for the end zone right now. First play.
They're up by 16, 22-6. 8:40 to go here in this first half. They got triple receivers to the bottom, and it's a empty backfield, so you would think that Bo Allen's going to throw. Bo Allen rolling to the right. He's going to step up, throw it, and it's going to be incomplete down at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, that was he got a lot of pressure again. Who was that? Guess who it was? Same guy.
Luke Powell.
Putting the pressure on him.
St. Roberts.
Yeah. Again.
Yeah, Nate Roberts.
He's really something.
And, the other guy in there, Logan Sanders, 59, he's a good defender as well in there on that defensive line.
Yeah, they've got a couple guys that are defensive players that are really quick.
Yeah, second down at the 42. Bo Allen. Blitz being shown, and they back off of it now. High snap to Bo Allen. He fumbles the ball, and it's going to be football. Pike County Central's got it.
Boy, I'll tell you what happened there? Looked like
the blitz kind of bothered Bo a little bit, and then they snapped it over his head.
Well, he held the snap count. He held it. He saw the blitz, and he held it just like he's supposed to see if the offensive lineman could recognize it.
Did we see who came up with that, William, for Pike County Central? We'll take a look at it again. We'll tell you who got that fumble for the Hawks.
That was a lot of pressure in there, and he just fell on the ball.
1st and 10 for Tyler Hunt. Back inside it goes now to Young. Young into the 40, and he's down to the 35, and Young all the way down to the 35-yard line.
Little inside handoff counter in that wing T look. Really nice play. Pulled some people from the backside to get in front. Nice job.
And Jacob Young, the junior wingback ran it all the way down to the 35. That was about a 16, 17-yard pickup.
This could be an important drive for the Hawks.
8 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the first half. And Hess is with Tyler Hunt. They've got Isaac, and also they've got Ferguson as a slot to level. We're going to have a timeout on the field. Timeout by the Hawks with 8:01 to go in the first half, 22-6. And, Coach, we want to tell everybody about this great sponsor we've got, Kentucky Orthodontics and Invisalign. That's Dr. Durbin, Dr. Morris, Dr. Garver. $1,500 off if you mention PrepSpin. $1,500 off, Coach.
That's a pretty good deal, I'll tell you. And they're sponsoring PrepSpin throughout the basketball season too, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that's
nice.
right.
Really nice.
So if you get your teeth knocked out, go see them. 23 with the fumble. That is Sloan, Aaron Sloan.
That was a big play. Again, let's go back and talk about that play for a minute. They threatened the A-gap blitz. Both linebackers came up to the A-gap, threatened the blitz. I think the lineman hesitated. Bo didn't snap the ball. He realized his offensive lineman gapped that. In other words, block inside to pick that up. I think the center got a little fired up when he saw it. He just fired that ball back there too hard and too high. So
Williams over there dancing. Have you ever seen that, Coach?
No, I'm glad I didn't that time either.
It's Tyler Hunt. And he fumbles the ball, jumps back on it, and gets it before Catholic can get to it. So Hunt was able to recover that fumble.
Gary, if you look out the window at the fans, there's a lot of umbrellas up.
Yeah, it's raining out,
probably
Coach.
raining.
It's raining. It's drizzling pretty good.
That ball could be a little slick right now.
And Kentucky and Georgia tomorrow, Coach.
Oh,
who you got, the Dogs or the Cats?
Well, I'm going to say that it's going to depend on the first half. I think that Kentucky can hang with them. I don't think Kentucky has the depth yet. They're very good defensively, but offensively, I just don't think they can throw the football under pressure.
I don't know why I'm saying this, but the Georgia Bulldogs was my father's favorite team, Coach. He loved the Georgia Bulldogs. Here is Hunt keeping it and breaks a tackle, and he's to the 33. And boy, Hunt got the fumble back and yardage and took it all the way down to the 33-yard line. Yeah, my dad, he said you got to watch out for those Georgia Bulldogs.
Historically, that Georgia-UK game is always competitive.
Yeah, usually Kentucky plays Georgia, pretty tough, Coach. I think our defense will keep them in the game tomorrow, don't you, Coach?
I think our defense is good enough to keep them in the game, but I just don't think we can. I just don't think we're good enough throwing the football yet to be able to take.
Well, it was good that that Wilson got 260 or 70 yards against Missouri, so that was a good sign.
Now, here's another good thing. Georgia is last in the SEC in sacks on a quarterback.
Yeah.
And
so maybe we can.
Josh Allen's got 10 sacks himself.
Yeah, he's a wrecking crew, isn't he?
Yeah.
So here's the direct snap there. And they throw it over now. And it's going to be caught, and it's caught by Morrow. Austin Morrow, he's got the first down, Coach.
Yeah, little
to the 24-yard line.
The little inside handoff fake, and that time they zipped it on the slant to Morrow, and really nice catch. The ball was looked like a little wet, little bobble in his hand that may have slowed him down a step, or he might have gotten more.
Okay, they got the first down, but they're going to bring the chains out and measure for it. But
Gary Ball says they got it, then they got it.
They probably got it. 6:21 to go in the first half, 22-6. And, Coach, we have to tell all the fans that it's playoff time. We'll try to get some other scores at halftime from around the area. Henry Clay was playing Boone County. Douglas was against PRP. Try to get some other scores, and they got the first down. Okay? I mean, they didn't even mean to bring it all the way out. I told you had the first down.
Yeah.
But you didn't listen to me. 6:21 to go in the second quarter, 22-6. The lead belongs to Lexington Catholic, Pike County Central. I tell you what, Coach, this will be a team to reckon with in a year or two, this Pike County Central bunch.
Well, they're fighters. You can see that right now, and they're in the game now. Let's face it. It's 22-6, but they've showed that they can move the football. They just can't stop the pass.
Austin Merle comes out to the near side and get back inside handoff, and that's going to be Ferguson.
Turned the corner.
And, boy, he got the corner. He did, Coach. You're right, down to the 18-yard line. There comes a late flag. A late flag from the referee. See what the call is.
Flag on the play.
Whoa, boy. A little late hit, maybe. Did it look like a late hit out of bounds or something? I don't know. I mean, it looked like it could have been.
Yeah. So a late hit gives Pike County Central the ball down to the 9-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal at the 9 for Pike County Central.
This is big. This is big right here. The Knights need to really step up here and put a stop to them.
Tyler Hunt with Hess behind him. And he gives to Hess, and
There
he's
you
hit,
go.
knocked backwards.
Woo.
And I'll tell you who else but Mnet. And there was another player in there for Lex Cath.
Yeah, Mnet was the main missile that came in here. He's like, he's like one of those uncontrolled rockets that just get fired.
You know what though? 29 doesn't get. Cameron Coulter did a nice job on that play too.
Yeah, we need to make sure he gets plenty of credit because he really does a good job in this team.
So football, 2nd down at the 10. Back inside handoff Ferguson, and Ferguson is going to break tackle, get down to the 9-yard line.
Again.
So it's going to be. I don't know why they're not throwing the ball here, Coach. They're pretty good when they throw the ball.
Yeah, the quarterback's got a good quick release. Like I said, I have never seen him throw a deep pass, but his out patterns, his curls, hitches, he does a really good job with that.
22-6, Lexington Catholic leads, but Pike County Central has a 3rd down and goal at the 10-yard line of Lexington Catholic, and trying to add to their 6 points here, Coach, with 4.5 to play in the first half.
Yeah, and again, they're driving the football. They're just having a little bit of trouble when they get down here. Now, this is where they threw the ball before. So
Tyler Hunt, wideouts, triple receivers on the near side. Motion by Hess, back to pass, throws it over and incomplete as he was trying to find Ferguson, but Ferguson ran a in pattern and he threw the ball. He threw the ball before he made his cut.
He did, and I don't think Ferguson didn't think he was going to get the ball. Actually, that was a backside throw. They motioned across. They had 4 receivers on this side. Ferguson was alone on the backside. He ran that little post, and again, the ball was behind him, but I don't think he knew he was going to get the ball. He never looked for it.
So 4th down and goal at the 10-yard line for Pike County Central.
Okay, I expect a lot of pressure from the edge players here by Catholic, really coming across the line of scrimmage.
Morrow splits out to the near side along with Young, and we're going to have a timeout called by Coach Ratliff with 4:15 to go in the first half. He wants to make sure they get the exact play here, Coach.
Right now, you would think that possibly there'd be a field goal kick, but you mentioned before that you think that maybe their kicker's not here or something. They're having trouble. They're not trying to kick the ball.
Yeah, we don't know, but we know that they're going for 2 every time. They've only scored once, but they went for 2.
Right. Boy, I tell you what, the sideline for Catholic is all riled up.
They're all rocking and socking them down there. 22-6, they lead. And Coach Bo Allen, he made it clear that he wants to go to a college team, and he's only a junior, and he wants to play for somebody that's going to throw the ball.
Yeah, I could see him at Washington State. That's where I'd love to see him play, to be honest with you. But over there with Mike Leach.
He's been offered by Kentucky.
Mike Leach, they threw the ball a total of 18 yards and still won the game.
Hunt, back to pass.
I mean, he ran 18 yards.
Setting, Hunt throws in the back of the end zone, wide open, touchdown.
Boy, somebody messed up.
Touchdown, Young. Jacob Young in the back of the end zone. And there's this flag down. Hold the phone.
Yeah, flag down, but he was wide up. There wasn't anyone anywhere within 5 yards of him that time. Yeah, I think so, too.
So let's see what the Whitecap's going to talk about it.
It wasn't roughing the quarterback, was it? Let's take a look at this and see. They're having a little discussion about it. The back judge is staying out of it because he called the touchdown, so he's back in the back.
Yeah, and I can't get to my officials, Coach. I got them on my phone, but I can't get to it for some reason.
The 12th region, the Cumberland area. Here we go.
Whitecap. So the touchdown should stand. And make the call for us.
Foul.
Yep.
Personal foul again, another personal foul. Must have been a late hit, but
yeah, so that'll be tacked on the kickoff.
He's talking to coach over here now.
Won't that be tacked on the kickoff? Is that correct?
Right.
So 4:10. Yeah, be administered on the kickoff, according to public address announcer Steve Tressler. Steve's done the PA here for Lexington Catholic in football.
Coach Nigel Smith and the white hat, the referee.
Yeah, really going at it.
Yeah, I mean, they're talking very seriously about what happened. But look, they're lined up ready to go.
Yeah.
The back judge and the umpire said, well, I will take care of it. Don't worry about it.
It's 22-12 here, folks. Don't go away because there's 4:10 to go in the first half. And don't go away on Pike County Central. They're right back in the game.
Yeah, they're back in the game. They can play. You don't make it to the playoffs if you can't play at all.
Yeah, Pike County Central.
We'll talk about that sometime.
Going to go for 2. Tyler Hunt rolls to the right and sets, throws, and it's going to be incomplete. He was trying to go back over as he threw it back on the other side to his primary target over there, Sloan.
Threw it a little high that time. Again, when you're going for 2, there's no rule in high school where you can get the ball and run it back all the way down the field and get any points. So you might as well put it as a catchable ball.
Yeah.
I mean, just put it up there. If they intercept it, they intercept it. It's not going to,
That's right. We have 4 minutes and 10 seconds, Coach, in the second quarter. Coming up at halftime, the Roberts Insurance Halftime Report. Bob Roberts over on Main Street in Richmond, Kentucky. And don't forget, they've been insurance over 40 years. And, Coach, also coming up Sunday, the Scholastic Ball Report at noon on the CW. You can check out some high school sports. The Lafayette Marching Band, state champions, 20 years, 20-time state champions, will be on with us. Also, we got Jalen Burbridge, a feature on him, and we've got the great Dunbar volleyball players as our scholars.
That's a pretty good show, I'll tell you.
Holmes, their Pike County Central's kicker, he's back home sick tonight. That's why he's not here.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Yeah, McCombs is back sick, is why they don't have their kicker here tonight. He's back home. Shout out to him, Cameron McCombs.
Wish you were here, Cameron.
I tell you what,
to see you kick, buddy.
22-12. Pike County Central not quitting, are they, Coach? No give up.
Not. No, they're
so
tough.
They will be kicking at the 45, and there's an onside down to the picked up by Catholic at the 25 up to the 30, and still going. Trent Neuer to the 34-yard line.
He's not going to give up either. He don't carry people. They've got a big offensive line coming out there for Catholic. I'll tell you what, no wonder Bo has time to throw.
Sammy Vaughn, when you say big, Coach, number 55, Sammy Vaughn, 6'7", 285 pounds. That's a big dude.
Man, I bet he does well at the tailgate. Man.
I bet he does too. I bet he eats anything he wants.
Yeah.
So at the 34, Bo Allen, triple receivers to the bottom, twins to the top, back in the pocket. Here's pressure, steps up, throws it. He's got Schnurr to the 40. Schnurr to midfield, down to the 40. And he cuts it back to the 30, to the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Nathan Schnurr.
That's my man right there. That's my vote. That's my vote for the player of the year here at Catholic. I don't know why. I just like the guy. I think he's got all the skills that you can see of a receiver. He's got the toughness of a boxer. He's just a really a good high school football player. Way to go!
It makes it 28-12, and that took all of one play.
You know here's a killer. That all goes on the quarterback's yardage.
Yep.
And he threw it at the line of scrimmage. I mean, he did it. Snur made it all the way down the field himself. Wow,
the yak, yards after catch.
Oh, they're going for 2.
And they go for 2, and they will run it in. It's good. Find out who ran that in. 30-12, 3:45 to go. We'll come back and tell you who that was. We can't see the numbers here tonight, folks. For Catholic, 3:45 in the first half. Lexington Catholic 30 and the Hawks 12.
We're looking at the replay here of the long pass reception.
Yeah, that's right. We still got Schnurr.
And then we'll take a look at that extra point too, William, if you can. We don't have the monitor right by us right now. William's got control of it. The extra point, who scored the extra point?
The 2-point conversion.
2 point. Oh, we didn't get it.
Yeah, we didn't get a clip of that, so we apologize. But it's 30-12, 3:45 to go here in the first half. And now Lexington Catholic will be kicking off to Pike County Central.
I bet you Pike County Central, the Hawks are looking for they're watching for the onside kick every play now. They're really up there on the line of scrimmage.
They send Young and also Seth Ferguson back deep to receive this Trey Woody kick. Young man's been kicking well for Catholic this year.
Yeah.
Here's Onside kick, and it's going to be a battle for it, and I think Pike County's got it.
Yeah, it looked like white and orange was on the ball.
Yeah, so recovered by Pike County Central, and it looked like it was 81 there, Coach, and that's Brady Wood.
Brady Wood, tough guy. Way to go, Brady. Way to jump on that ball.
So Pike County will take it back. Who's up, William? 24-0, LCA on top in their game. 3:40 to go here in the first half. It's 30-12. Lexington Catholic by 18, and Pike County Central has the ball at the 47-yard line. Coming up, the Roberts Insurance halftime report. Tyler Hunt, and he has slot men to both sides. Sends Young in motion, gives it to him. Young around the right side, and he's to the 50 and knocked backwards at the 50-yard line.
He gets the corner. He gets the corner, but before he can turn outfield, the pursuit of Lexington Catholic is out there on him.
58 with the first contact.
First contact was made there by Nick Carey. So Carey made the initial hit.
Yeah, these Lexington Catholic football players, they're taught that pursuit and correct angles and so on.
Cameron Coulter, by the way, came out. You said to mention him.
Yeah.
He came out with the ball, but it was after the play was already blown dead.
Yeah, we want to keep an eye on him. So
second down, low snap, and there's the quarterback Hunt down to the 40 to the 37. I tell you, this young man lowers his shoulder and did a good job. It'll be first down to the 37-yard line. That's about a 14-yard pickup for the quarterback, Tyler Hunt.
Tyler Hunt does a really good job at also running the football. They have got
Luke Powell over there to help him out, using that sideline as a 12th man, if you will, Coach.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Number one can carry the football, I'll tell you.
This time he has Hess lined up right behind him in the backfield. Slot men are Young and Ferguson.
Ooh, good defense.
Upended. Bracken was helping out on that tackle.
My goodness,
he has, what, 2 touchdown catches tonight?
2 touchdown catches, and that was a lick, too. That was a heck of a tackle. Really nice job. They really fill in the holes now. I'm impressed with their adjustments. They just got to make sure they stop that counter with that trap blocker that pulls up through the hole.
Pike County Central and Lexington Catholic. Well, Pike County came, what, 3 hours away, Coach? Hunt to Hess, and he's hitting. Well, I tell you, Catholic knew that was coming.
Yeah, the Knights are on it now. They're trying that little counter that time, and the Knights just attack that line.
Yeah,
of
we'll get
scrimmage.
some stats at halftime, Coach, and look at these halftime numbers. We don't have Kenny Bourne here tonight. I think he's at UK.
Right.
And but we've got a stat crew here from Lexington Catholic, so we'll get a halftime. I'll get a stat sheet for you, Coach.
Yeah, and that Hess, he probably has 30 carries already.
Yeah, 3rd down and 13 for Tyler Hunt. Fakes to Hess, pass over the far side, and the young man's got it, but he's only going to get to the 35-yard line. That's going to be Austin Morrow.
That's a tough throw, trying to throw the quick hitch pattern to the short side of the field. It's pretty hard to break that. Now, take a look at that. Let's look at that. Okay, if you're going to throw the hitch to the short side of the field, there's an advantage and a disadvantage, Gary. The disadvantage is that it's too tight and the defense can get there quickly because you're at the short side. The advantage, though, to be honest with you, is if you can break that first tackle and stay on the sideline, then you got a pretty good game.
Yeah,
but Lexington Catholic sealed that off pretty well.
I think that's a good timeout there by Catholic. They stopped the clock, and they still got a couple of timeouts left, Coach, with 1:17. And if you're Pike County, you got 4th down and about 8 yards here.
Yeah, that's a good move by Lexington Catholic unless they get this first down.
Yeah.
And then it turns out to be not such a good
Yeah,
move.
it gives them more time.
Yeah, sometimes you're the hero, sometimes you're not.
Yeah, Pike County's only got 1 timeout left. They've already called 2. Catholic has 2. The 1:17 here in the first half. It's Knights 30 and the Hawks 12 here in the AAA Commonwealth Gridiron Bowl KHSAA playoffs here in the state of Kentucky. Gary Ball with Mike Meighan and William Warfield here on PrepSpin.
Frederick Douglass 29, Pleasure Ridge Park 0.
Is that halftime?
Yeah, second quarter.
So they're going to punt it. Here's the punt, and it'll be to the far side, roll out at the 8-yard line. That's where they'll have it. So not a bad punt there.
Not bad at all. West Jessamine 0, Moore High School in Louisville 19. 19-0. And Scott County 14-0 over Campbell County. Henry Clay up on Boone County 7-0, but that's early in the game.
Yeah. So Henry Clay ahead of Boone, the Rebels, and the Blue Devils. And what was it, 29-0 Douglas?
Right.
Over
it's
PRP.
Simon Kenton 19-12 over Bryan Station right now.
19-12. So Jalen Burbers must be putting up some points tonight. Back to pass, Bo Allen. Throws it deep down the middle, and he's got his man, and it's caught to the 40, 30. Let's see who that is. He's streaking down. Touchdown. And it's number 13, Coach. That's going to be Philip Go.
Philip Go on that one. Philip Go went. Philip Go went the distance.
On a go route.
Yeah, on a go route, went the distance. You know the only one who was close enough to tackle him?
Who?
The official, the back judge. He's the only one.
So that puts the Knights up 36-12.
How do you guard all these receivers?
You can't guard. There's too many, Coach.
That?
There's too many. I mean, we've already seen Bracken with a couple touchdowns tonight. Go now gets in on it. And that was 92 yards, Coach.
92 yards. Bo Allen's statistics going to be blown out of sight.
Yeah,
tonight.
we'll get those at halftime for you. They can go up 25 with this Woody extra point. Already up by 36-12, and now it's Lexington Catholic 37-12 over Pike County Central. We'll be back here. Let's take a look at that go. Look at that go route by Go.
Yeah, that's all it was. He split the safety. He split the safeties. One safety bit on the shorter route, and then then Go just accelerated to the end zone. I tell you what, they're very impressive throwing the football. Very impressive.
So Lexington Catholic takes command of the game now, 37-12 on that 92-yard strike from Bo Allen to Philip Go. And it's 37-12, 54 seconds. Some updates, 29-0. Douglas over PRP.
Hey,
also, go ahead, Coach.
Don't you think, I know this sounds kind of funny, but don't you think this Pike County Central team's better than 12 points? They look like they're driving the ball. They're moving the football. They're just stalling periodically.
Yeah.
So when you made a statement early that they're a young team and they have a future, I tend to agree with you from what I've seen so far.
Yeah, they look like that Coach Ratliff has them going in the right direction, even though they're playing one of the best quarterbacks in the state tonight in Bo Allen, and he has a receiving core that I think second to none, Coach.
No kid. And those of you,
the only receiving core that's close is Douglas is over there with all those guys, with Hunt and Crowdus and Michael Lowe and all those receivers, and Bean. And there's a kick to take it up to the 20-yard line, 47 seconds to go in the first half of action.
Yeah, I don't think those of you that are watching this on PrepSpin.com in Pike County and that area, you have to understand that this Lexington Catholic passing game is just second to none. They're extremely well disciplined, well trained. And we mentioned before, it is difficult to guard 6 different receivers, and they come from anywhere.
And it's been like that all season, Coach.
Yes,
it's not just been that they, the first game, I think Brinkman got maybe close to 100 yards, but really since that first game, they've been pretty much a passing attack. See what Pike County Central does here is they give around to Young up to the 25-yard line.
Flag.
And there is a flag and a player down, shaken up. They stopped the clock with that penalty, 40 seconds.
I think that's going to be against Pike County for a block in the back. Let's see.
Holding against Pike County Central.
I don't think it was holding. I think it was tackling.
Yeah.
It looked to me like 40 seconds to go.
How many guys would you say they have on the sideline, Coach? Maybe 20 over there on the sideline?
They have 30. There are 30. I think there were 33 people on their team when I counted the last time. So yeah, it's a smaller team. But again, Coach Ratliff is going to build it up. So.
He told me, he said, we had some seniors that didn't come out for the team this year because they got cars. When they got cars, they had to pay the insurance, put gas in it. And he said, well, that costs us some seniors.
Well,
that happens everywhere, Coach.
I guess it does.
Everywhere.
But
yeah, except for here where they're all driving BMWs and Mercedes. But that's another point.
Yeah, you
know. I remember I asked a coach. I'm not going to say it was. I asked a public school coach years ago. I said, "What's the difference between your school and Trinity?" He said, "My kids go home. They don't have power. They don't have electric in the house, right? Because they can't pay the electric bill." He said their kids go home and they got their plays on their laptop, on their computers, on their iPads.
Well,
there's some truth to that.
We used to go up to play Highlands, and you go to Highlands and half the cars in the parking lot are from Ohio. That always made me nervous when I saw that,
At Highlands?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't think Highlands so much because all those kids live in Campbell County. But you could say that. You could say that about Covington Catholic and schools like that.
Wait a minute. What's the story you said about somebody blocked the phone numbers or something?
Yes, there's a truth to that. One of the schools, I won't name them. They're in Independence. They put block calling on some of the schools up there because they knew they'd be calling their players.
They'd be calling to recruit them.
Yeah, that's true. No, I'm not coach.
Well, I'm telling you the way it is.
And that's going to do it for as the horn sounds for some reason, Coach.
Yeah, why the horn?
It's still 10 seconds to go. The horn sounded. I don't know why they blew the horn, but.
Yeah, well.
And now it's winding down. Now when it goes off, there we go. Now they're going to the locker room.
Inadvertent horn.
Inadvertent horn. You said you hate those inadvertent whistles. You're going to talk about those here at halftime.
Yeah, better be careful.
So inadvertent horns. And so at halftime, it's 37 for Lexington Catholic, 12 for Pike County Central. And we'll be back with halftime. Coach Meighan will have the UFOs, and you make the call here at Joseph K. Ford Stadium. 37-12, Catholic on top.
What's your starting five? How about this one? Mild, hot, Cajun, barbecue, and teriyaki. It's the flavors of Mingua beef jerky, each one handmade from Ronnie Mingy's all-natural recipe using top-quality beef. That's what makes Mingua beef jerky stand out. Take it from me, Tom Leach. Pick up a package today, and if you don't see it, ask for it. And check them out online at minguabeefjerky.com. That's M-I-N-G-U-A beefjerky.com. And go there today to see their newest product, Mingua beef jerky meat sticks in mild, hot, or honey barbecue.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
There are 50 Whitaker Bank locations serving Kentucky communities just like mine.
61 Whitaker Bank ATMs throughout Kentucky make getting quick access to cash easy.
Whitaker Bank staff serves the needs of nearly 70,000 Kentucky customers every day.
We share your passion, Kentucky. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
Hi, this is Gary Ball for Crown Trophy of Lexington. Crown Trophy offers youth sports awards, corporate awards. They offer signs and a full line of promotional products. They're located at 2680 Wilhite Drive on the corner of Nicholasville, New Circle Road, just behind Starbucks. Stop by and pick up your copy of our 85-page catalog. Crown Trophy is nationally known, but locally owned.
It's actually getting a little cold up here.
Coaches, if you'll just raise your hand as I call your name and give a quick wave here. Your head coach was Shane Gentry, Coach Mike Brunell, Coach Zach Linton, Coach Ross Flack, Coach John Zentimo, Coach Nick Taylor, Coach Chris Bennett, Coach Everett Bracken, Coach Mike Rafter, Coach Tim Wassick, Coach Brandon Darlin, and Coach Bob Patton. And now the players, Tanner Pedrochi, Walker Hall.
The kid's got 17 carries.
Corbin Perry, Jackson Wassick, Kenny Hesselson, John Clayton Sanders, Spencer Bennington, Chris Kern, Kelvin Fortney, Benjamin Reynolds, Brock Beardsley, Isaac Smith, Jack Bryant, Robert Hall, Joe Schlarman, Cannon Mackey, Camden Evans, Wyatt Minyard, Andrew Mallory, Thomas Patton, Aubrey Flack, Josh Horney, and Max DeGraff. This is your Lexington Catholic state runner-up 8th grade Knights who have been to the finals 2 of the last 3 years. The future looks very bright for your Knights. Coaches and team, thank you.
With 150 stores nationwide. Crown Trophy, the official provider of plaques for the Scholastic Ball Report and PrepSpin.
I work really hard, but I don't make a whole lot of money. And now, my hours are being cut back at work. I've gotten so far behind on my bills, I feel like I'll never get caught up.
We're Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode.
We're not going to judge you.
We've come up with a way to get you started for less.
Start your bankruptcy for as little as $78 now. The consultation is free. 859 in Lexington and now in London.
I work really hard, but I'm struggling to pay my bills on time. I've gotten pretty far behind and I don't know what to do.
Is this happening to you? We're Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode. Bankruptcy could be your best solution.
We're here to give you a fresh financial start.
Start your bankruptcy for as little as $78 now. The consultation is free in Lexington and now in Somerset.
Folks, this is Gary Ball, and you hear my catchphrase, soup and a sandwich. When I want the best potato soup and prime rib sandwich, I head over to Rafferty's Restaurants after my games. Check out Rafferty's 9 great locations throughout Kentucky, and all you teens, you can eat at Rafferty's before those big ball games. The open prime rib sandwich is what legends are made of. Ask Joe B. Hall, the legend himself, it's his favorite. Rafferty's a big supporter of high school sports throughout Kentucky. Rafferty's, where the special is you.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
Whitaker Bank supports 956 Kentucky charities and community events.
Employees of Whitaker Bank volunteered 14,860 hours to better our Kentucky communities.
93 nonprofits that promote diversity and inclusion in Kentucky are supported by Whitaker Bank.
We share your passion, Kentucky. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
Welcome back to the beautiful Joseph K. Ford Stadium on the campus of Lexington Catholic High School, where the Knights lead the Hawks from Pike County Central 37-12 at halftime. Big night for Bo Allen. We'll go over some stats in a little bit, but he's having a huge night here for the Knights. All right, let's talk about what we usually do. We're going to have our Roberts halftime program here. Roberts Insurance insures, as Gary Ball says, half the state of Kentucky. This is a big night for Lexington Catholic, and we're going to start then with their UFOs. UFO, unheralded football overachiever, something we started doing years ago where we ask the coaches to give us a name and some information on somebody in their program, male or female. It doesn't matter what they do, but somebody who gives a lot of effort for the program and yet gets little credit for what they do. So congratulations to our UFOs, their unheralded football overachievers. Starting, like I said, with Nigel Smith's Lexington Catholic Knights. He wanted to mention his maintenance staff. That's a good choice. Yeah. We know that from every job, any whether you're a coach or a businessman or whatever, the maintenance staff. Chris Gallagher, Tim Fomatu, Anthony Garton, and Steve McGraw, the maintenance staff. Coach Nigel Smith says these men are a big part of the preparation for our team from a physical plant perspective. They are all big supporters, and actually, Chris Gallagher has two sons that play for the Knights, Ryan Gallagher and Sean Gallagher. We mentioned their names before, sure. So these four gentlemen deal with the physical plant. Now, if anybody has been involved with the high schools nowadays, it's a lot different than when I was a kid or when I went to high school or, you know, people my age. They're actually business plants, huge conglomerates of electric power plants and physical facilities and the teaching facilities and so on. And the people that take care of these things, they play out a huge role. So congratulations to the maintenance staff, Chris Gallagher, Tim Famatu, Anthony Garton, and Steve McGraw, the UFOs, unheralded football overachievers for Lexington Catholic. Now let's take a look at our UFOs for the Hawks of Pike County Central. Pike County Central's UFO is a gentleman named Jeff Wood. Jeff Wood, Coach Ratliff sent me his name and some information right away. Jeff has been an amazing asset to the football program over the last couple of years, Coach Ratliff says. Jeff has helped the Boosters program grow substantially by his selfless attitude. He has led many fundraising endeavors that have put much money into the equipment and many other supportive functions for the players and the coaches. Jeff has also undertaken the duties of equipment trailer hauling to all the away games. So Mr. Jeff Wood drove the trailer, I guess pulled the trailer all the way from Pike County to Joseph K. Ford Stadium here in Lexington, Kentucky. And I bet he got into some of that traffic too that's coming in for the UK football game and the UK basketball game tonight. And he also Jeff Wood does countless other duties for home games here. For home games at Pike County Central High School. So congratulations to Jeff Wood, who is the UFO, the unheralded football overachiever for Pike County Central. Speaking real quickly before we go over our rule, Gary, about the UK basketball team tonight plays a team called the Indiana University of Pennsylvania. University of Indiana, Pennsylvania. The Indiana is the name of the town.
Right.
And it's a small town on I-79 as you arrive, probably right I-79, I-70 as you approach Pittsburgh. So, anyway, let's go over the rule of the game. All right, buddy. I've been saving this one. We're going to talk about something that has driven me crazy. It's only happened to me in 34 years of coaching. It's happened to me 4 times.
4 times.
Only 4 times. 2 of those times killed me. The other 2 times, it's all right, pretty typical.
Yeah.
And that's what we call the inadvertent whistle.
Yeah, it happened in a state final game one year.
Yeah, I've heard that, yeah.
Beechwood and I think Murray.
An inadvertent whistle is when the official, for whatever reasons, usually a good one, blows that whistle too early before the play is dead, while the play is still going on. Most of the time, people, it happens when there's a big pileup and, you know, the official thinks that the ball's dead there and he blows the whistle when the real ball carrier is 10 yards away running down the field. And that would really frustrate an offensive coach. Mm-hmm. It got me a couple times. I'll tell you about that maybe later. Okay, so an inadvertent whistle is when an official inadvertently blows a whistle before the down is over. Okay, now, you play the down over if the whistle sounds during the snap or while a pass ball is in flight or a kick is in flight. In other words, you can just blow it dead and start that play over again because nobody's handled the ball yet from the other team. the ball's in flight to the, maybe even like, for instance, a shotgun snap. The referee accidentally blows the whistle when the ball comes from the center to the quarterback. Well, it just dies, kills the ball right there. The play doesn't count. But if an inadvertent whistle sounds while the ball is in possession of a player, such as during a run, the team with the ball can replay the down if they want to, or they can take the ball where the whistle blew. So, in other words, if they're running the ball and the whistle blows and there's a fumble, well, they're gonna want to replay the down probably. But if so they get the ball back at the line of scrimmage. But if they're running the ball and the whistle sounds as he's running down the field, then they want to get the ball right there, right where the whistle blew, which, by the way, is a guess unless you have PrepSpin and where you can come up to the booth and say, where did that ball when the whistle blow?
Yeah.
And then live ball penalties are administered from the basic spot and take precedence over the inadvertent whistle. So a live ball penalty during an inadvertent whistle, they're gonna go ahead and mark the penalty off because it's still a penalty no matter what. So happened to me, Eastern Kentucky. I was coaching at Dunbar. We went up to play a team in Eastern Kentucky. During the game, broke away from two long runs that would have been touchdowns. Referee says, "I'm sorry, man, I accidentally blew the whistle." So they'd bring it back and we'd take it from there. So that happened to me twice. I was not happy about that at all. That was one of those very frustrating situations. But most of the time, we'll give the referee the benefit of the doubt. All right, Gary Ball, that's our rule of the game. Let's talk a little bit about these statistics. What did Bo Allen do?
Bo Allen in the first half was 7 of 9, 270 yards, 5 touchdown passes. First half.
That's amazing.
But listen to these stats. 12 first downs for Pike County Central, just 7 for Catholic. And you look at the time of possession, Coach, 20 minutes, 46 seconds for Pike County Central, just 3 minutes and 14 seconds for Catholic. That's all it took them to score 37 points.
3 minutes, a little
14
over
seconds.
14 seconds.
They scored 37 points.
Oh, my.
And they're going to get the ball to start the second half.
And I expect them to throw that ball deep again.
Let's look at the other stats. Hess, by the way, the great back to Isaiah Hess, the running back for Pike Central. 17 carries, 64 yards, as long as 18. 10 carries for Tyler Hunt, the quarterback, for 50 yards. Ferguson, 4 carries for 33 yards. Receiving, Morrow had 2 catches for 12 yards, 1 for 10 for Jacob Young. Isaiah Hunt had the 7-yard TD pass reception. Luke Powell, he had 1 carry, 26 yards. Keith Brinkman, 2 carries, 23 yards. And we mentioned Bo Allen's passing, 270 yards on 7 of 9 passing. Receiving, Dylan Bracken, 2 catches, 89 yards, 2 touchdown receptions for Dylan Bracken. So he made the best of those 2 receptions, didn't he?
Yeah, he sure
did. Took them both to the house.
Whoa.
Luke Powell, 2 catches, 1 touchdown. Phillip Go on the go route had a 92-yard touchdown reception. Nathan Schnurr, I think they'll start calling that the go route. Nathan Schnurr had 1 catch for the 66-yard touchdown reception. And the tackles, Brendan Emnett, young man was a tackling machine in the first half, Coach. 7.5 tackles for Brendan Emnett. Clay Callahan had 6. Ferguson led Pike County with 3, Pike County Central in the first half.
Emnett will hit you, too.
Yeah.
He'll just tackle you. He hits you. He punishes you.
We'll take a break, give William time to run some commercials, and come back with the second half. It is Pike County Central 12, Lexington Catholic 37. We'll return with the second half after this timeout.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
I wanted to get back on the basketball court. I want to get back to the ref I used to be.
I want to get back to gardening.
I want to get back to playing with my band.
Only one team is qualified to get patients back to living their lives. Bluegrass Orthopedics has physician experts to assist in your recovery, whether it's an injury or chronic condition. Bluegrass Orthopedics provides convenient, specialized, and comprehensive care for your unique life.
Welcome back. Gary Ball with Coach Mike Meighan. William Warfield here on PrepSpin.com, the leading digital network in the state of Kentucky. We are in the AAA of the Commonwealth Gridiron Bowl KHSAA playoffs. AAA, and it's Pike County Central and Lexington Catholic. And right now the Knights, as we start the second half, are up 37-12, Coach.
Yeah, I'd like to do a shout-out real quick. A big hello to my best buddy, Dennis Morbido, my Italian stallion dude friend from high school up there in Pittsburgh, and his lovely mother, one of the nicest ladies that I've ever met, and a tremendous pasta cook, Teresa Morbido.
The Italian stallion. I thought Dave Gaduli was that. But and jumping on the ball, and it's loose. And let's see who got on it. There's a scramble for it. Pike County says they've got it at the 41-yard line. And let's wait for the officials to unravel it. Catholic says we've got the ball.
Yeah, it bounced around 2 or 3 times.
Pike County Central's
they
got it. And
no quitting that team, Gary. No quit.
They came up with it at the 42-yard line. So Pike County Central football here to start the second half.
Again, this has been more onside kicks in one game than I've seen all year and all the games together. So.
We've had almost every kick, except for the exception of a couple, has been onside, right?
It has, yeah. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Catholic recovered one, maybe two of them, and Pike County Central got on that onside kick. I don't know if you call that an onside. He really squibbed that, and they were able to pounce on it.
We'll call it a squib kick.
Okay. Tyler Hunt back at quarterback for Pike County Central. Motion and gives to Young, and he's going to be hit after about a yard or two pickup. Jacob Young, the 6', 170-pound junior, wing back. Pickup of a yard, second down at the 40-yard line as we start the second half with Lexington Catholic up by 25, 37-12.
37-12, and was going to get the ball here to start the second half, and bam, here come the Pike County Hawks.
Hawks have it, and Tyler Hunt, quarterback, and he is going to keep it himself and take it down to the 37. Pickup of about 3, so it'll be 3rd down and 6.
A little belly keep by Tyler Hunt. Nice job. Turns it upfield. Gets a little bit on that one.
Didn't see who made the stop there for Catholic. I think it might have been Bracken, Coach. It's hard to see the Catholic numbers.
We're trying.
3rd down and 6. 10 minutes and 45 seconds in the third quarter. Tyler Hunt likes the play, comes from the sideline with, brings it into the huddle. So 3rd down and 6. Tyler Hunt fakes it, rolls to the right, hit and knocked down. Good play. And they're on top of him for the night. Yeah, good stop there, turned in. And that was Ryan Gallagher. Just on cue, Coach. Gallagher makes a play.
Big Gallagher come up there, popped in there and made the play. That was a nice job. They faked the handoff that time, the inside handoff around the end, and quarterback kept the ball, but nothing there.
He goes to the sideline. The quarterback, Tyler Hunt, gets the play from the head coach, Are they relaying that from the top of the press box here, Coach, or is he calling himself?
He may be calling it. Coach might be just telling him to play on the sideline.
So 4th down and let's call it a long 7 at the 39. And single backfield, Tyler Hunt back to pass. And Hunt being chased, and he's sacked back all the way back at the – and in on top of him was Big Rumpke.
Rumpke's a big boy, and he moves pretty quickly also, so pretty nice job there.
Marked 6'2", 275.
That's amazing. These guys are just huge.
Huge, and they're running like that, Coach.
Mm-hmm.
And Pike County Central got a couple big boys like Sanders and also Nate Roberts that run well for big guys. So Catholic takes over at the 49 on the play by Rumpke. Bo Allen. Twins both sides. He's got Brinkman in the backfield. And to the near side is going to be Trenton Neuer and Powell. Twins out to the top. Bo Allen back to pass. Fires it over the right side, and it's caught. And down to the 43-yard line.
It's pretty sure pass and a nice tackle out there. So this is good football right now. Both teams are playing the game.
Tommy Knopp on the catch.
Mm-hmm. Tommy Knopp couldn't break that one.
Tommy Knopp. He had at the first half. Tommy Knopp, that's his first catch of the game, Coach. Did not have a catch in the first half.
We'll hear from him. Don't worry.
Tommy Knopp. He needs to get in on the touchdown action. You got 2 by Bracken, 1 by Powell, go, and also Schnurr has a touchdown.
Yep.
So
quarterback isn't getting to play, and he's pretty upset.
Yeah,
Bo still doesn't get to play. Call your own play, Bo. You've been there long enough. You've been playing for 3 years.
Yeah, since he was a freshman. Bo Allen back in the pocket. Looks right side, fires, and it's caught. And it's to the 30, back to the 25-yard line, and down to the 27.
Again,
Trent Neuer with the catch.
Another big play by Neuer. Gets the yak.
Hess made to stop the cornerback, Isaiah Hess. Triple receivers, Powell, Knopp, and let's see, that's going to be Schnurr, split to the bottom.
That wide out at the top of the screen too, boy. Whew.
Fake to Brinkman and a little pass over to Tommy Knopp. Good looking for the block at the 15, the 10, and down to the 10-yard line.
Okay, there was another RPO, Gary, where the run play was called, but he chose the pass play because of the open receiver on the outside there.
Yeah, Tommy Knopp. Hess made the stop there for Pike County Central, and they say he was short of the 10-yard line, right at the 10. First down, 8:09 to go in the third, and Lexington Catholic on the march here.
First and goal.
First and goal, that's right. They did give him the 10. Bo Allen getting pressure, rolls to the right, sets and throws, and it's going to be incomplete. As it looked for a moment like Schnurr was going to have it, but he dropped it in the end zone.
Yeah, did a little diving action for it. Ball's thrown a little bit low, but again, Bo Allen gets rid of that ball so quickly. You know, the fact that he wants to go to a team that throws the ball a lot, he's making the right decision because he's got all the skills that you need.
Kentucky and Georgia tomorrow at 3:30 at Kroger Field. Bo Allen, who's already been offered by Kentucky, and he breaks a tackle to the 5, and he's going to take it in for the touchdown. What an effort by Bo Allen.
He can run and throw.
Goodness.
Wow, that was a heck of an effort. Yeah.
2 guys hit each other to 5, and Bo Allen just muscled that into the end zone.
And what are you going to do? You got a guy that can throw.
We got to look at that again, Coach. Look at that replay.
If you cover the pass.
Right here,
and
boom, they hit each other.
Oh, man.
And Bo Allen said, man, I'm going to the house.
He put the brakes on,
he
and
did.
They smashed the hit into each other.
Powered it into the end zone. So now the extra point that would put them up, it's 43-12, so they're up by 31. This would put them up by 32. And they're going to bring the receivers back in and kick the extra point. Trey Woody out of the hold of Luke Powell. 7:43 now in the third quarter, and it's 43-12. And the kick is up, and it is going to be perfect. 44-12, so 32-point lead for Lexington Catholic. 7:43 to go in the third. We'll be back. Lexington Catholic on top of Pike County Central.
I work really hard, but I don't make a whole lot of money. And now my hours are being cut back at work. I've gotten so far behind on my bills, I feel like I'll never get caught up.
We're Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode.
We're not going to judge you.
We've come up with a way to get you started for less.
Start your bankruptcy for as little as $78 now. The consultation is free. 859-CALL-US. In Lexington and now in London.
Here's the kick, and it's taken, goes through the legs, and finally they're going to pick it up. Jefferson out to the 5, to the 10-yard line. Ferguson, excuse me, that's Ferguson on the return.
Yeah, I think Ferguson thought about maybe letting it roll into the end zone, but he wasn't sure it was going to make it, buddy.
So that's where Pike County Central will have it at the 10-yard line. 7:33 in the third. It's 44-12. Lexington Catholic trying to get, of course, to the second round. They'll probably play Belfry next week, Coach.
Yeah, that's a long trip, and Belfry's a good football team.
They'll have to deal with Catholic's passing attack, though. That's pretty potent. Tyler Hunt, pretty good-looking quarterback, Coach.
Yes, he is. He's quick, got good feet, and runs the wing tee really well. Again, hello to my friend Dennis in Pittsburgh with his mom, one of my favorite people, his family. Dennis, a big football fan. He and I played together in high school, and he ended up playing at Carnegie Mellon.
Isaac Hunt was the ball carrier that time, got about a yard. 2nd down and 9 at the 11. 7:06 to go in the third quarter, and Lexington Catholic 44 and Pike County Central 12. Gary Ball, Mike Meighan, and William Warfield, the king of stream.
Little HD look out here. These two good football teams.
Hunt gave into Hess to the 15, knocked backwards there. Well, good defense by the Knights.
Yeah, that was a group tackling effort there.
Callahan and company in there. Saw number 5 in there on the play, Coach. A.J. King helped out as well. A.J. King's really coming into his own, Coach. He's a big kid, 6'3", about 220.
Yeah, and he's what year?
Senior. Senior.
Yeah,
so
we saw him.
Check out
last
the
week.
Scholastic Ball Report Sunday at noon on the CW. We've got Lafayette Marching Band, state champions, a feature on Jalen Burbage, and the Dunbar Volleyball Lady Scholars on the show.
They had a great
Sunday.
year, didn't they?
They won the region, and they ran into Assumption.
I know.
Hunt. Football is picked up, and Catholic's got it down inside the 5-yard line.
That was the first boo-boo here. It was the first mistake handling the football on that really tricky counter action.
And I tell you what, that ball, it came, Nick Carey picked that ball up so fast, Coach. He nearly ran that into the end zone.
I know.
Nick Carey with a great fumble recovery.
Catholic got the ball right where they liked it here. And this is good because when the officials having a little conference here.
Yeah, they're trying to determine if he should have been able to advance the ball, I believe, Coach.
Oh, yeah, he can advance it. It wasn't a –
yeah, I don't think he didn't jump on it. He just picked
it
up.
He just picked it up. That's fine. Unless he was down when he picked it up, a knee down or something.
Yeah, that could be what they're discussing. But they're going to give Catholic the ball at the 5-yard line. 1st and 10.
Officials are still messing with the ball, though.
Yeah, the Whitecap wants Pike County Central wants a timeout. So timeout on the field, 5:56 to go in the third quarter, 44-12. We'll step out here on the PrepSpin.com. Lexington Catholic with the fumble recovery by Carey at the 4-yard line. We return here on PrepSpin. Up in a decent one, huh? What was it, 14-7? We're back here at Lexington Catholic, and of course Douglas leading 36-0 over PRP at halftime. Here it's Lexington Catholic on the march. They have it again at the 4-yard line. Bo Allen with the power I formation. Gives to Brinkman, and he is going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Brinkman.
That was easy.
Touchdown, Brinkman, and that makes it 50-12, so we got a 38-point lead. We'll have a running clock from this point on.
Yeah, this was all Lexington Catholic from the beginning of this second half. It's just amazing. Good football team, really good football. Good game next week with Belfry down in Belfry.
Yeah, they were up 41-0 over Garrett County last we heard. So they were. Here's Woody's extra point, and it's up and it's good. So the Catholic lead is 51-12, 39 points. So the running clock from this point forward, 5:52 in the third. We'll be back here to Joseph Ford Stadium with Lexington Catholic leading 51-12 over Pike County Central.
I'm on a fixed income. Credit cards help me balance the money that's coming in and what I need to live on. I've thought about bankruptcy. But how am I supposed to pay for it?
Sometimes the people that need help the most are the very people who can least afford it.
We've come up with a way to get you started for less.
Start your bankruptcy for as little as $78 now. The consultation is free. In Lexington and now in London.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
Over 30,000 Kentuckians are saving time and money by doing.
Young and Ferguson back deep to receive this Woody kick, and it's going to be Ferguson from the 15, 20, 25, and cuts it over, and he's going to lose yardage back to the 20-yard line, inside the 20. Official might give him the 21-yard line. So it's 51-12 in high school football in the state of Kentucky. You got the mercy rule at 36 points, and the clock continues to run. The only thing that can stop it, Coach, is an injured player or a timeout. And so if we have any of those the rest of the way, that's the only thing that'll stop it. The clock continues to run, 5:22 here in the third.
Yeah, and again, on that kickoff return, I've often said this, don't run side to side. You just can't get away with that. There were 10 tacklers in on that play. The only one not in a tackle was the kicker, and he was back here picking his tee up.
Hunt, direct snap to Hess over the left side, and Hess gets up to a good run about the 25-yard line, and that's a nice pickup there for Hess.
He's got his yardage tonight now. He's had, 18, 19 carries.
Darren Douglas will be available early on. His Woodford County Jackets trail 49-0 to Covington Catholic.
One of the best teams that we've seen all year.
Covington Catholic. Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yep. No doubt. The Colonels, they were one of the best teams last year. 49-0, Covington Catholic up at Park Hills. And Hunt, little toss out to Ferguson to the 30. And good tackle out there. That's a good open field tackle turned in out there. And who is that, Coach? That is we're trying to see these Catholic numbers. That's number 6, Powell.
That's Powell, yeah. Number 6 looks like a number 5 to me. I can't tell.
Yeah, they're, we like when Catholic wears the white uniforms with the blue numbers.
Yeah.
Those are much easier to see than these black with the blue numbers.
Yeah, but they don't dress for us, Gary.
Yeah, I know. And they got just a little bit of white trim around those blue numbers. You still can't see them.
Yeah, but they have black socks on, and Pike County Central has white socks, and contrary to what somebody I know thinks, that makes no difference in how you play.
So, Hunt gives to Ferguson around the left side, and he is knocked down by Powell.
Wow, I'll tell you what, the defense has really settled down now. That 12 points, and they got that early, didn't they? And it's just been Catholic ever since.
I understand tonight it's Nigel Smith's birthday to coach at Catholic.
Well, first-year coach, doing a fantastic job here.
Yeah, they will be 8-3. They played. I mean, the teams they've lost to: Boyle County, DeSales, and they lost to Covenant. Who was it? The Highlands? Highlands. Those are 3 pretty good football teams.
Really good football programs.
So 2nd down and 12. And there's Hunt on a quarterback keeper around the left side. That's maybe a yard. Of course, the clock continues to run with the running clock. 2 minutes and 42 seconds here in the 3rd quarter. And it'll be a fast 4th quarter, folks.
And it's cold. It's gotten cold. Temperature about 40-some degrees, right? 42 degrees.
And we want to remind you, William, next Friday night, check the Herald Leader, but we are looking at Douglas and Scott County, right?
That's going to be a pretty good one. Douglas got the best of Scott County earlier in the year.
Scott County was beating the heck out of who was it, Coach?
Yeah, that was, 36-7 or something like that.
Campbell County?
Yeah, Campbell. I'll get back to that.
So 2 minutes to go in the 3rd. Hunt back to pass. Hunt fires it out, and Morrow, and he can't catch it. And there's going to be a flag, and if they call I don't understand that. I don't think that's a good call, Coach.
I don't see it either. It looked like the ball was thrown a little bit behind him, and the tackler didn't know that.
Yeah, take a look at that again, Coach. Coach is looking at the replay.
No, the only thing unless they called a helmet-to-helmet contact. That's the only possible thing they could have called. But it really even wasn't a hard hit. It was more of a push.
Yeah. It was on Holthouse, I believe, wasn't it, Coach?
It looked like it, yeah, and I don't see it. I don't see that one at all.
I didn't see that either, Coach. Minute 55, clock running, 51-12, Lexington Catholic, the number 7 team in the state of 3A. Boyle County is number 1 in the class. These two, if they would beat Belfry, and there's a give to Ferguson, and he's going to be down around the left side, limb kind of bobbing through there, and he gets up to the 47. If they would beat Belfry next week, then they would play Boyle in the regional final.
Now, Boyle has the only defense in the secondary with Reese Smith and those guys that can maybe slow down this Catholic passing.
You're right. You're right. We saw that firsthand.
Yep.
A minute 15 to go in the 3rd. It's 2nd down and about 8 for Pike County Central, the 47-yard line. 51-12, Lexington Catholic by 39.
Frederick Douglass over Pleasure Ridge Park, 42-8. Henry Clay, 14-7 over Boone so far. Simon Kenton, 25-18.
Low snap. Hunt passes over to Morrow, and Morrow drops it again. How many times he dropped the ball tonight? That's at least 3, Coach,
yeah,
maybe 4.
Yeah, the ball's right to him, but again, that pressure's coming so fast on him.
Brings up 3rd down and 8. Clock continues to run, even on that incompletion. 38 seconds to go in the 3rd. Lexington Catholic will move on and play Belfry next Friday night down in Belfry, Kentucky. Boy, that's a beautiful high school football facility there at Belfry.
It's a long trip, though. I tell you, that's a long drive.
I'm not even sure Pike County Central, they'll get this. The uniforms look like Clemson, don't they, with the orange?
Yes, they do.
Clemson, number 2 in that latest college football poll?
Right. And
behind Alabama. And Hunt hit.
Where is he?
Gets away from it, and it's going to be ball's loose and still loose. And let's see who jumps on it at the 40-yard line. I think Lexington Catholic jumps on it.
The officials are discussing whether the runner was down by contact.
Big Sammy Vaughn was on the ball. Bo Allen pointing, it's our ball, isn't it? They're going to say
they're going to call it an incomplete pass.
Incomplete pass. So take a look at that again. That does it for the 3rd quarter. 3rd quarter comes to a close.
It's a good time to look at this, Gary.
Yep, sure is, Coach. Take a look at it for us over there. Describe it, Coach.
We started a little bit late. I want to get back earlier because they called this an incomplete pass. There we go.
Okay.
We're looking in slow motion here. This is good. Who got the ball?
It's going to be Pike County Central ball, 4th down at the 47.
I can't tell.
4th quarter action underway here with Mike Meighan and William Warfield.
It was an underhand pitch, so they just called it an incomplete
almost like
pass.
A shuttle pass, huh?
Right.
So it'll be Pike County Central ball as we start the 4th quarter. Pike County Central looks like Hunt is going to drop back to punt. And Schnurr looks like he's going to drop back to receive. So Hunt to punt back at the 35. Low snap. Picks it up. Gets the punt off.
Pretty good.
And Schnurr, it hits a Catholic player. Schnurr picks it up. And Schnurr runs it up to the 15. And then he's going to be tackled right there by Ferguson.
Wrestled down by Ferguson. Looked like one of those rodeo contests going on.
So at what point, I mean, Bo Allen's in the game right now, but, I mean, it's fourth quarter. You're up 51-12.
Right. There's really no reason for that. You need to look at your backup quarterback for sure, and you can't take a chance on getting your star hurt.
But Lexington Catholic, they've got Bo Allen in there.
And unless they're playing for stats or something.
They got Neuer and Powell to the top. And to the bottom, they've got Knopp and Schnurr. Lone back is Brinkman with Bo Allen. And Bo Allen, with 11 minutes to play, gives it inside to Brinkman. He breaks a tackle, comes in the near side, 20, 25. And Brinkman up to the 33-yard line as he lowered the shoulder there on the incoming defender, Jacob Young. And that's a pickup there of about 22 yards.
Jacob Young just put the shoulder to him, too, knocked him out of bounds. But it looked like a stalemate to me, the way they hit each other.
Yeah, and, of course, it doesn't matter. The clock continues to run. 10:36 to go. Running clock, 51-12, Lexington Catholic. Next Friday night, we'll have another KHSAA Commonwealth Gridiron Bowl playoff game, and it looks like we'll be over at Douglas at the Farm for Douglas and Scott County.
Looking forward to that game. We'll see if Scott County can get any kind of retribution from the last game.
Triple receivers out to the top. Quick pass, and I think it hit the ground over there as he was trying to go over there to go. Phillip go.
Right, incomplete. A little mistake by the quarterback. Threw that ball too quick. A little slipped out of his hand, maybe low.
I mean, he was 7 of 9, 270 yards, and 5 touchdowns in the first half, Coach. What more do you want?
Right. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. I honestly don't know why he's in there.
Bo Allen with triple receivers to the top. 9:44 to play. Bo Allen high snap. Takes it himself. Off to the races to the 45. He's at midfield looking for a block. Gets it. He's down to the 40. He's to the 30, the 20, and stiff arms a man. And does he get to the end zone? And let's see. What do they mark him at, Coach?
They should mark him on about the 2-yard line.
Yeah, they're going to mark him at the 1.
Yep. They had pushed him, and his shoulders hit right there at about the 1 or 2-yard line. The what?
Bo Allen. Yeah, you might want to look at that again, William.
I think he bounced and hit on about the 1-yard line or 2-yard line.
We're going to take it this long run by Bo Allen. He's going down to the end zone, and as he is tackled, he lunges forward and right there at the 1-yard line.
Right down.
That's a good call.
The ball's right at the 1. Good call by the official.
Yeah, good call. Bo Allen under his center this time. Rumpke waiting for the snap. Gives now to Brinkman, and he's going to get in for his second touchdown tonight. Keith Brinkman with the touchdown, and it is now 57-12. Lexington Catholic, 8:31 to go in the ball game.
I thought I heard Steve Tressler, the public address announcer, say something about a record that was just set by Bo Allen, but I don't know. I couldn't hear what he said on that long run. I mean, what would it be?
Oh, no, we'll go ask him. We'll ask him after this kick here. We'll find out. Powell will hold for Woody. Waiting for the snap back, and the extra point is up, and it's automatic, of course. So 58-12, 8:31 to play with the running clock here. We'll be back on PrepSpin.com, the Mingy Beef Jerky Game of the Week.
Some things never change. Like the sound of pads crushing against the equipment, the feel of cleats on fresh-cut grass, or the deep rest from a full practice. Another thing that never changes, the feeling of relief when the whistle blows for break. And the savory snack to go along with it. This is a moment to remember. This is a Mingy moment.
Kick taken by Young at the 15 to the 20. Jacob Young up to the 25, hemmed in, still on his feet. And Young will not go down, and finally he's pulled down there by hustling down there for Catholic was Ryan Gallagher, 36.
Yeah, they were all over that one too. It's tough to dance around on a kickoff return.
Yeah, Douglas was up big in their game over PRP, and Henry Clay and Boone County are locked up in the only close one. Everybody else is getting beat pretty good tonight in the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, usually these games are first round are pretty much runaways one way or another, but we do see fight from these teams. I mean, they are playing because they love the game and they really want to impress and end on a good note. Back in the wing T look.
Hess is still back there with Tyler Hunt. Motion by Isaac Hunt. Give to Hess, and he's up to the 27-yard line. Clock will continue to run. 7 minutes and 12 seconds to go in this game. And Catholic is up big, 58-12. I don't think we'll see Bo Allen anymore in this game, Coach. And I think that Catholic will go on and play Belfry next Friday night down in Pikeville, Kentucky.
Gary, Northern Kentucky team Garner is over Lafayette 21-7 now, just after halftime.
Halftime.
Douglas 42, Pleasure Ridge Park 8. Henry Clay 14, Boone 7 still.
And off to Hunt, and he's going up to the 30-yard line, knocked backwards. About maybe a 2-yard, 3-yard pickup for Pike County Central.
They've made some yardage on the ground tonight. Catholic, I think, has solved the riddle of the counter. They ran a counter OT or the counter with the backside guard tackle pull leading up through the hole. And at first in this game, it worked tremendously for the Hawks. But Catholic has learned to solve that riddle, and they have those linebackers coming up there meeting that guard when he pulls and shutting that hole off.
I think the future is pretty bright for Pike County Central.
I do. I wish a lot of luck to Coach Ratliff from what he's trying to do here.
Young out to the bottom, and they give around the right side up to the 40-yard line, racing to the midfield and all the way down, and that's going to be with the football. That's Teddy James.
Teddy James lowered that shoulder, lowered the boom too. He looks like he's got good stocky size.
Gallagher helped out on that play. So how about that name, Teddy James?
Teddy James is
freshman.
Another freshman. 5'7". Man. Same wing T look.
This time, ball carrier up to down to the 35-yard line, and then finally knocked backwards. That's Eric Perez.
Yeah, they're having a lot of fun now. Catholic's got some subs in there on defense, but again, both teams are they're out there playing. They're out there playing to win. They want to look good. They want to impress
Quentin Duffy, the freshman, he played well again tonight. Quentin Duffy, shout out to his family.
Yeah, nice job last week when we watched him. He did a really nice job last week.
First down and 10 at the 34-yard line. 4.5 minutes to play in the football game. Wrap this one up quickly, won't we, Coach?
We will.
Here's the handoff, and that's Perez again. Dropped it to 30. Good play. Who was that turned in that play, Coach? Who? 85, and that is going to be Blake Bussin. Bussum turned in that play.
That's not the Bussum that hurt his knee.
I believe it's his brother. Tyler's the one that hurt his knee.
Right, Tyler.
And that's Blake.
It was a nice job. Way to go.
3:49 to play. Perez gets a direct snap. Down to the 30. And he's down to the 20-yard line, knocked backwards. Good job there, turned in by Russo, Matthew Russo. Russo made a nice play, Coach.
He did, coming up, making the tackle.
We're approaching 3 minutes and 15 seconds to play. Running clock, 58-12 Catholic on top of Pike County Central. Gary Ball, William Warfield, and Mike Meighan, Coach Meighan.
Another impressive go-round for Lexington Catholic Knights.
Yep, Knights will go to 8-3, head to play Belfry next Friday night. Inside handoff and down to the who got the ball that time. That was 33 there, and 33 is going to be Jacob Justice. Justice, a ball carrier.
And in on that tackle was a big number 97 for Lexington.
That's Ryan Carpenter.
Mr. Carpenter made a nice tackle that time. Good job, Ryan.
We're going to have to do a lot of mop-up here in these last 2.5 minutes on these players, aren't we, Coach?
We're doing the best we can.
Yeah.
I got the glasses on now. So.
Yeah, and the quarterback, by the way, in there, that's number 18, Anderson. Kurt Anderson is the quarterback for Pike County Central. Perez, the ball carrier. 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go here in the AAA Commonwealth Gridiron Bowl.
36 on the tackle that time, Gary.
36, and we'll give credit to him, and that's going to be Ryan Gallagher. Ryan Gallagher. He's made a number of plays.
Yes, he has.
Down to a minute 57 to go. So Catholic will move on. Pike County Central. Anderson. And handoff around the right side and getting down to the, let's see where they mark it at. Touchdown. That's going to be a touchdown. Late call by the official.
Number 24.
Yeah, 24 in the ball carrier. That was Teddy, I believe. Yeah, Teddy James.
Yeah, he direct snap and just took it around the end. Just took it in himself.
So Teddy James with the ball carry, and he took it in.
Yep, minute 23. The clock does stop for touchdowns.
Touchdowns, yeah, for touchdowns and timeouts.
Yeah, they'll let them kick the extra point, and then they'll start it again on the kickoff.
So they're going to go for 2. As we said, their kicker, McCombs, is home sick. Anderson back inside, and the halfback is going to run it to the 5, and he's going to be stopped. And the running back is going to be Andrew Wood. And the stop was made
35.
Yeah, by 35, and that's Sean Gallagher. Boy, there's Sean and Ryan Gallagher. A lot of Gallaghers out there.
A lot of Gallaghers doing a good job,
A lot of Gallaghers. There's a lot of Bussins out there. Well, there's not Tyler, but we do know the other Bussin made a play. So a minute 23 to go in this one. That's all that remains. 58-18, Lexington Catholic on top of Pike County Central. And we'll be back and wrap it up here from Lexington Catholic.
I work really hard, but I'm struggling to pay my bills on time. I've gotten pretty far behind, and I don't know what to do.
Is this happening to you? We're Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode.
Bankruptcy could be your best solution. We're here to give you a fresh financial start.
Start your bankruptcy for as little as $78 now. The consultation is free. In Lexington and now in London.
By the number.
And these numbers are tough.
Yeah, when they turn sideways.
Yeah. Welcome back here, and a minute 23 to go. 58-18. Catholic on top of Pike County Central. Pike County's will be kicking off. Isaac Hunt, the kicker, and it's Squibb, and Catholic's just going to jump on it at the 43-yard line. So that's where they'll have it. Clock running. They'll run a play or two, and that'll do it here from Joseph Ford Stadium, Coach. Joseph K. Ford. Joe Ford, of course, longtime Catholic donor, was a CPA in town, and he donated the money to build the stadium here, Joseph K. Ford Stadium.
Passed away not too long ago.
Yeah, I believe he had cancer, is what I heard. And
I don't think there's 11. Are there 11 men out there? No, here he comes, coming in late. Yeah, a little confusion. Lexington Catholic got a lot. Here comes another one. It looked like 8-man football out there for a few minutes.
That was designed
Josh Brownell is the quarterback. And Brownell, and he's going to give up the gut and running hard with it. And down to the 30, still going to the 20, and all the way down to the 10-yard line. Brownell gave it to the running back that time, who was Darren Eldridge.
Darren Eldridge just burst through this line of scrimmage and was flying down the field.
But the clock is running.
They're going to let it go.
Let it run
That's
out.
enough.
Eldridge almost took that to the house, and Brownells gave it to him. And so that's going to do it. Final score, Lexington Catholic 58. The horn sounds, and Pike County Central 18. And, Coach, it was total domination by Lexington Catholic.
Total domination after the first quarter, maybe a little bit there. Pike County Central came to play. They were very aggressive. I'm impressed with their young kids.
Yeah.
But Lexington Catholic, there are just too many receivers on that football team. Just too many.
You know, in the game, you saw Bo Allen throw 5 touchdowns in the first half. So congratulations to him. He now has 37 touchdowns on the season, something like that.
Yeah, and basically to what? It looked like 100 receivers. I don't know, maybe 6, 7 receivers tonight, right?
Yeah. Well, that does it for us. The final score, 58-18. Lexington Catholic wins it for William Warfield, the King of Stream. For Coach Mike Meighan on color, this is Gary Ball from Joseph K. Ford Stadium. Join us next Friday for another playoff game. Looks like we'll be over at Douglas as they would take on Scott County at Douglas next Friday night. Until then, thanks for joining us, everyone, on PrepSpin.com, the leading digital network in the state of Kentucky.